We love everyone.
We love everyone here. I love how that's the first thing we're saying on the live stream. We love everyone.
It's because we were discussing something prior to.
Yeah, we weren't talking shit at all.
No, I mean,
we weren't. It wasn't really shit.
Not really shit. We just had opinions that you'll hear later on in the episode.
Really?
Hello,
my mother's here.
your mom's
Hello,
here.
Jake.
Jake's
Hello,
here. How are we all doing?
Who's all here?
Yes.
And who's all queer?
Michael Smith's here.
I hear Beyonce is opening for the 2K Mats live show. Shh.
We don't want to give away all our secrets.
What if we open for ourselves in the live show?
That was a dream of mine.
That's like kind of funny.
It'd be very funny.
Kind of
One day we're definitely going to do that.
I don't know what I would do. I think I would just stand there for a minute and like list off all the best supporting actress Oscar winners. And be like, this is my talent.
I feel like you
Gail Sondergaard, Alice Brady, Faye Bainter.
I feel like you would definitely get a round of applause for that.
Hey.
People would go crazy for that. Hi, Tyler. Hi, Isaac. Isaac, see you next month.
Oh, Isaac.
Yes. Lori, Montana. Hello. That wrench is looking great next to your name.
Oh, Montana's got the power. She's holding that power. And Maxwell, two people with such power.
I know. Sarah.
Sarah.
Beyond the Stacks. How are we all doing today?
How's everyone doing since what happened this week? Chapel Roan released.
Yes, Chapel Roan released. JoJo Siwa was
JoJo
that
Siwa
even released this week, or was it?
The thing is, like, is it released? It's not on Spotify. I don't get what's happening.
Oh, is it not? I think it is.
I don't think it
the
is.
music video in
The
full is
musical
out.
video- yeah, it's
Why
out.
would
I
she
watched it
not put
because
it
I couldn't
out
find it on Spotify.
That's so weird. Why
Girl,
would
don't
she
ask
not?
me. I don't know how any of that works.
I don't either. Also, like, we've literally never paid any attention to JoJo Siwa until like 2 days ago. So those are all our opinions are based on. Just FYI. If she just done something bad. Oh, there it is.
Is it?
It
wasn't
now.
there when I was looking for
I can't
it.
find her artist page. Oh, wait. Here we go.
Maybe that's
JoJo
why I
Siwa.
couldn't find it.
Apparently,
it's like a kid's page.
There's two separate pages, one for kids and one for artists.
Right, separating the audiences.
I think that's right.
Maybe that's what we have to do. We have to divide and conquer.
Do we have a 2K Mats kids group? I hope not. We have nothing to say to them.
I'll start one. I'll be like, hey, kids.
Still stuck on Cowboy Carter. I get it, Tyler.
Yeah, we are. Until Taylor releases, we're just going to be talking about Cowboy Carter. And then for a month, we'll be talking about Taylor. And then the next several months after that, we will be debating which one's going to win Album of the Year at the Grammys.
Montana says released is a strong word. It is available to stream. Hi, Montrez. How are we? JoJo is creating a new genre, y'all. She's calling it pop. Did you see that video?
No.
Oh, it's very funny. We'll talk about it.
Okay.
Fuck them kids. I mean, it's one of those things where it's like, I guess if you were a parent and you're like, oh, I want to play JoJo Siwa for my like, you know, very young children. You don't want to hear Karma's a bitch.
Sure, fair.
But
that makes sense.
That makes sense to me. Grace, I love how many people in the Discord are just refusing to understand JoJo Siwa, refusing to listen to the song. You guys sound like me when I'm talking about those Janet Jackson albums you claim exist. Because I don't believe in them.
Even when Taylor drops, I'll be stuck on Cowboy Carter.
Understandable.
Matt, hi in Australia. Do you know Montana?
Yeah.
Are you buds?
I bet they're both like...
They're buds. How's Monday going?
Australia's pretty big, so probably not. Yeah. I'm just waiting for Gaga to come back. I mean, she's posted pictures of her in the studio, so it could happen.
Oh, it could happen. She said she's making the best music she's ever made. So,
who said that?
Gaga, or not the best music? Wasn't she like for the first? Like she's like, I'm the most excited I've been about making music in a while.
Okay, I didn't know.
You're always supposed to say that when you're making it.
Right.
Like honestly, we could be like show up every like live stream, be like, it's gonna be the best live stream we've had in a while.
Well, I mean, how would we know? We wouldn't know how well it went until it was over.
All of this is scripted. Don't the people know?
We're reading from a teleprompter.
We are, yeah. Which we got called out.
I know. Whatever. Which, by the way, I bought a teleprompter so we can look in the thing.
He's buying all this shit.
I mean, because I'm like, if we're gonna be doing more ads, you know how I feel about professionality.
By the way, guys, we love Aura.
We do love Aura.
Aura.com/2Kmats if you want a 14-day free trial.
Yes.
Tax season is coming. You want to be protected.
Yes. So yeah, go to that Cowboy Carter review and click that Aura link to protect yourself and to support the channel. Oh God, every time someone from Australia joins the Discord, we get this joke. I'm so sorry, Matt Bell.
Fine.
She did also say, I'm writing the best music ever made too. That's great.
All right, let's go, Gaga.
JoJo's dancing is reminiscent of that white lady teaching hip hop. I can't.
Listen, that white lady teaching hip hop, those were real moves. Those were moves when I was doing hip hop class in college. Those were the beginner moves that we like learned. I learned how to pop and lock and jam and break.
That's what you should do as the opener of the 2K match.
Oh my God, that would be so good.
Popping and locking.
I was good in my hip hop class. We did a routine once to ring the alarm.
Oh, really? That song?
And then after we were done, And it was the first time I had ever heard Ring the Alarm at that point.
Really?
Yeah, this was probably like 2009, I want to say.
Wow.
And after we were done like demoing it in front of like all the other like kids in our like year, like my dance class, everyone walked up to me and they were just like, Matt Steele, I knew you would eat that. I knew you would fucking rule that dance. They didn't say eat that because that wasn't.
It was a different time.
It was different. That wasn't the jargon, but
Right.
like that's essentially what they said. So apparently, I do a good job at dancing to Ring the Alarm.
I saw the JoJo Siwa video and I was so confused. What's her audience with this new look? Is this for the children or an older audience? She's aiming for an older audience. That's the goal.
Slightly older.
That's the thing.
A
little. Like first year of junior high.
Yeah. Yes, High School Musical reference. You can't say popping and locking without saying jamming and breaking afterwards. Like, you just truly can't.
Is that High School Musical?
Yes. I have to pop and lock and jam and break. Is that even legal? It's
Oh.
just dancing. Sometimes I think it's even cooler than homework.
Do you remember the whole movie line by line?
Yes.
Okay.
Line by line, but like, you know.
Grace, maybe Matt P can have a non-hater era for Gaga. I do not hate Gaga. I feel like I have to say
We
this every
love
stream.
Gaga.
We love Gaga.
Abby Lee should put out an album. Yes. A rock album.
People apparently are saying that I'm being shady about Ringing the Alarm. No, I just was saying that was if I were to pick a Beyonce song to do a hip hop dance to, I don't know that that's the one I would pick.
Oh, see, well, why? Because that to me, that song was written to be performed to.
I think it
Not
is
so much to like sing in the shower.
It's a good yes. It is a
performance.
It's
number.
a performance.
It's
piece.
a performance number, which is why it's maybe not your favorite. Like Run the World Girls.
Many songs that are great songs are great performance numbers.
Sure.
Yes.
But one, sometimes they lean more towards one.
Sure, but it's like you think great performance. I'll even give a Gaga example. Paparazzi at the VMAs.
Oh, I'm millennial.
Incredible performance. Incredible song.
Songwriting.
So I mean, songwriting comes first for me. So if you're performing a song very well, that I'm like, I'm going to be like, oh.
Okay. You're
You
kind of
know?
like, why wasn't this an interlude on the album?
Right. Or even just like leave it off.
Okay. Or just leave it off.
Matt P would choose Get Me Bodied, Let's Be Real. Absolutely he would. Absolutely he would.
Who on this chat would choose Ring the Alarm over Get Me Bodied?
You know Jeff's about to say it. You know it'll be Jeff or somebody
because
crazy.
we need to have an intervention.
Michael Smith will watch JoJo be featured on Act 3. The only JoJo we'll accept on a Beyonce feature is JoJo, period. Not Miss Siwa, who I hope is well.
If Beyonce had JoJo Siwa featured on Act 3, it would kind of be a slay. Like,
No!
because it would be so absurd. If the third act should be camp.
The third act is Kids. Beyonce Kids.
Beyonce Kids. I mean, and it would probably be the best album on the planet. Like, let's get real.
Abby Lee should put out a rock album. Ring the Alarm, Walk, so don't hurt yourself, could run. Sure, but we didn't need to hear the walk. You could have just because that run. Woo! Don't hurt yourself.
I don't need to watch FloJo walk.
That's the thing.
We want to see the run.
We want to see the run. I wonder how many remixes Beyonce will do for Cowboy Carter. You guys, I'm multitasking by listening to you and watching the CMT Awards.
Oh.
Many of the black artists on Cowboy Carter are performing on the show. That's so exciting.
That's great. I know apparently on ABC News or whatever, they're like, we've reached out to Beyonce's team to see if she's like appearing on the CMT Awards tonight, and they refused to give an answer.
It's like, guys, do you think Beyonce's team is going to give you an answer about that? That's the thing is like, I feel like her showing up to like the iHeart Music Awards and being like a little bit more social. She went to Japan and signed some CDs. Makes people.
I know she like interacted with fans,
and it's making these local stations think like, oh, we can get some response from Beyonce. It's like, no, you can't. No, you can't.
No, you can't.
It's like I dare you to call her team and be like, when are the visuals coming? And it's like she refused to respond. It's like, yeah, bitch, I bet. I fucking bet. Hello, Maxwell. Can I put Jeff in timeout? If only.
Would you be excited if Act 3 was classic / opera? Yes. Like, I would be excited if, like, Act 3 was farts.
That's the thing.
Like, Beyonce could make it
she
great.
has earned our trust.
Yeah.
Whatever she does.
Yeah.
People are trying to get Jeff, who's a fucking admin, in timeout. So we'll see if it happens. Act 3, I'm thinking is rocked. I agree. I'm still looking for the bonus track I paid for but wasn't on the CD. That bonus track is Flamenco because Flamenco was not on the vinyl pressings but is on the CD, so that's what's being counted as the bonus track.
Okay. Well,
Peter R. refused to respond. Like, did she ever even get the message? That's the question. And no, she didn't. No.
I kind of wish Taylor didn't drop so soon after Cowboy Carter aired. Give me a while to process. Now they want to hit us back to back.
That's the thing. They're hitting us. And the thing is, after Dua Lipa, not to say because it's good for the channel, it's good for what we do. I'd like just a smidge of a break.
Nope, no break.
I want the next big pop release to be in like
Jack White, executive produce Act 3, please. I wouldn't complain. Act 3 is a carousel cast recording. Yes.
Pass.
Act 3, more Ave Maria.
Oh, pass.
All great ideas, guys.
These are not good
all
ideas.
Great ideas. Maybe she will drop an Act 4, all the visuals for the last 3 albums. The thing is, like, if she drops all the visuals for the 3 albums at the same time, are we going to be sitting in a movie theater for 4 hours?
I think not all songs are getting videos. That's kind of my thought. If it's going to be one film for these acts, I think we're not getting.
But the thing is, like, there's going to be like little like interstitial like my mind wanders, blah blah blah, where she's like talking and narrating over something, and songs are cut off and everything. So all that filler is going to make up for like whatever songs are not in the visuals.
Yes, not filler.
Not filler. I didn't mean filler, but like.
Yes, no, that's what I believe. Taylor was always going to release in April. It's International Poet Month.
Oh,
is that true? I didn't know that was.
I'm exhausted already.
God, we haven't even started the Twitch stream yet, and someone's tired.
Oh, are we doing Twitch?
I have to test it. It's on my to-do list of things I was going to do this weekend and didn't get to. But yes, I need to test it. If Twitch doesn't,
I just heard 69 people go, oh,
hey, whatever. If we don't get cut off, that's where I want to be.
Sure.
And it's like we're not going to change. We're going to still do the podcast recordings here, but we have to play long fucking albums. We can't keep getting cut off.
We can't keep getting cut off.
Because the thing is, one time we tried to go back on, which is like, if you watch it on Patreon, I'm like, Matt Steele's like, can we go back on? I'm like, no, because we had a copyright strike.
Yeah.
So,
if the thing is like, also like if you want to watch the full live stream, like it'll be available on our Patreon.
Yes,
and
the edited version will be on YouTube a few days later. From here on out, a few days later.
So if you want to see it right away, you can go to patreon.com.
Exactly. Montana, I was 68 of those people. That's the thing. If anybody wants us back on Twitch, it's Michael Smith, so I think he'll be happy.
How are you like how Joker 2 will be? Are you like how
Are we liking how Joker 2 will be a musical? I think Matt Steele's going to love it when he sees it.
I think the visuals will be movie length, but shorter versions of songs with visual interludes of all 3 albums. Sure.
Yeah, I believe that.
I have a feeling Jay-Z will go down with P. Diddy before Beyonce releases her next album, or maybe
I need to hear, because the thing is, I've read people say that I need to hear any sort of proof that Jay-Z has done anything similar to P. Diddy, besides the fact that they are like very wealthy billionaire. I don't know if Diddy's a billionaire, but like very wealthy black men who were in hip hop and came up around the same time. Like, is that the only reason we're putting Jay-Z in the same bucket?
Yeah, just because they like have taken pictures together.
Right. I need more reasoning why people think that Jay-Z has done the shitty things.
Don't blame me for his sins.
What did I do?
I'm just saying, just because people sometimes appear on camera together.
Yes, but if we're gonna say who's done more sins, I would say it would be you.
What have I done? That's a sin.
You know what you've done. You know what you did. You know what you did.
I'm trying to think of what the worst thing I've ever done is.
Worst thing. What do you think the worst thing I've ever done?
Like the objectively worst thing. I don't know.
I'm sure we've done stuff. We've lived.
We've done stuff.
lived.
I think it's probably something that like oversight that I had where I was like negligent on something that hurt someone's feelings and I didn't even know.
Right. I'm sure we've hurt people's feelings.
Sure.
I made that guy cry, but I apologized. And then you told me I shouldn't have.
The thing, listen, you should not have apologized for making that guy cry. I still feel bad about that.
Because I don't like making people cry.
Listen, that guy, he needed to hear what you said. He needed to hear what you said. And what you said wasn't that bad.
It was also just something he also had said minutes ago. So it wasn't a lie.
I know.
I do feel bad about that, though. I wouldn't want to make someone cry.
He's fine. He's doing fine.
I'm sure he's doing fine.
He's doing fine.
The way every stream has not had a mention of Beyonce even once since we learned about Renaissance, and we'll be continuing to talk about this Act 3 project. And it's filled for a while.
We'll be talking about her forever.
She's the best. She's the artist of our lifetime.
Watching WrestleMania and 2 mats at the same time. Yes, the duality of man.
Uh-oh.
Oh, God, what?
Maxwell, how dare you remember that?
What did he say?
He said putting carrots in the freezer.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus. And then people are talking again about cooking and toast, which are comments, things we don't discuss here.
Oh, did that come up?
No, it didn't. It did not. There's nothing to say, nothing to discuss.
Okay. If you want to know what we're talking about, you can join our Discord.
And the thing is, that's the worst reason to join. You don't want to know about this.
Did you forget Steele defended Babylon for like half a year? That was basically a crime. Ricardo, who are you?
Well, Ricardo's got things to say.
Excuse me, Ricardo. I didn't have to defend anything because all I spoke was truth.
And I am having to watch it soon. I don't know if it's soon, but it's coming up on the list of patron things. Yeah. So We'll see how I feel about it.
Yeah.
Thoughts on the Ben Country site? None. Maybe we're leading up to a tour announcement.
Sure.
But I'm glad y'all are having fun trying to find Easter eggs.
Decipher.
Yeah, decipher away.
Yeah,
enjoy.
You're not going to know the answer.
But I feel like that's half the fun. Like that's like the Swifties out there love to look
and they
for
love
things.
like they all like talking about
exactly
discussing and what's it called conspiracy theorize
exactly
and all that stuff. And conspiracy theories about Beyonce and Taylor are the best ones to have.
Right,
they're
these
better
are
than other
harmless
ones.
Absolutely.
Babylon is art. Yes, Michael Smith. Also, Matt, have you heard the catchiest pop song to be released in 2024? So far, it's called "Wet Dreams" by Snow
I've heard
White.
that she's a Dr. Luke protege and has made fun of Kesha, so I'm ignoring her.
Oh, sorry, Matt.
Yes, if someone tells me that's not true, then fine. But like that's what it did sound like a Dr. Luke production.
Okay.
So yes, I heard a clip of it on the internet and scrolled right on by.
I just watched Obsessed this weekend and it was insane. Yes, Obsessed. Billy was announcing something tomorrow.
I saw that. Hi, Lauren.
Hi, Lauren. To know peace again.
To never know peace.
To never know peace again.
I mean, in fairness, I think we've been pretty good about the food discussion.
Yeah, and sometimes, but also sometimes I'll tag you and everyone in the Discord at once.
That's got to be on the list of like worst things Matt Steele's done.
Oh my God, y'all can't handle a damn notification on your phone.
It's too stressful for people.
Well, this is why I also don't have push notifications for anything except for text messages on my phone. People who have it for like Instagram and like Twitter and Facebook and everything, I'm like, how do you function?
I don't know if I have it like push notifications, but it does. I do have the red dot by that.
Oh, I can't
if
do that.
Something's happened. Not on Facebook. I don't have the Facebook app on my phone, but on some of the other ones.
You don't have the Facebook app on your phone?
No, I'm like,
oh, how irrelevant has she become?
I'm just at some point I was like, what
are
am
we
I even doing with this?
I go on Facebook multiple times a day and I literally just like look and see what the 65-year-olds that are in my life are doing. Like I see what like my aunt and uncle and mom and everything are doing.
That's great.
That's great. Like it's wonderful that it's a platform that they can use and everything.
But I'll just talk to my mom. I call her once a week. I get the update, the lowdown there. Gonna beat that skinny white bitch's ass. Give B all the Oscars for that line reading. Preference for the next album stream. First, it would be an unlisted stream on YouTube. It could just be posted on your Twitter. Second would be a Twitch, I guess. We've done unlisted streams before, and they, I think, still take them down.
Okay.
I think Twitch is the way. I'm gonna test it this week.
But the only thing that I worry about is because people naturally just find our live streams as they're happening on YouTube.
They do.
But I guess maybe we could post a link on.
We should post a link and like a post, and even we could even do a little video of like, hey, if you're looking for us reacting to
click here now.
Taylor Swift, yeah, we could click.
Go to our Twitch.
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah, I think that's. I'm gonna test the Twitch. I'm gonna play a whole fucking Taylor album, see if I get taken down.
Okay.
And see if it works. If it works, I think it's the only way because I just can't. Getting taken down is not fun.
It's not.
We want to get through the rest.
And especially because we put so much energy into the whole day. Whenever an album comes out, especially one as big as Beyonce or Taylor or something, our entire day or weeks leading up to it revolves around it. And so to have it taken down, even though the full video is uploaded eventually, it's still
it's a headache.
It's a disappointment.
Yeah. So, and it's also going to be easier for me to get the full stream up to Patreon if I don't have to cut and paste it from what we recorded and what we, did live on Twitch. Whatever.
Sure.
I think it's going to work. Just know I'm not happy about it. Nobody's happy about it, Lauren.
No, we're all.
You need to yell at YouTube and let us play music.
Art is miserable.
Yes,
and
we've learned anything.
We all want to suffer.
Yes.
For art that we enjoy or put out.
Yes, that's us. We're just suffering for our art.
We're suffering artists. We're like Van Gogh.
Very
we
Van
chop
Gogh.
off our ears. He didn't do that for art, but
I don't want to. I like my ear.
What would you if you had to chop off one body part? What would it be?
What? I don't want to.
Why not?
I don't want to chop off a body part.
If you had to be Van Gogh.
I mean, I guess the last pinky toe.
Okay.
Yeah. What would you pick?
I don't know. I'm sure I've got a skin tag brewing somewhere at some point.
I mean, if it's something that I don't want on there, then sure. But I thought it was
I don't have any yet, though.
I think that's good. That's okay.
That I can find.
Yeah.
Maybe there's one hiding.
Well, someone will find it.
Someone will find it.
Not happy about this Twitch thing. Guys, no one's happy. I'm not happy either. But it's the truth, and you've been given a heads up. So
Twitch Devos watch party. Oh, that means I have to figure out Twitch.
oh, good luck. Good luck. The best I think the watch party is going to be is like there's a watch along app that I've sent you.
Yeah, you explained it to me and I completely forgot.
And basically, we can all discuss it as it's happening and write in, but we all have to watch on our own. Yeah. And we won't be streaming the film, but we'll be in time with one another.
We'll be in time with one another.
Yes. So don't ask Matt Steele to do a Twitch. Like if you want this truly to never happen.
I could figure it out.
You could, but would you?
I?
That's the I had never the question.
The thing is, like, do I have the time to figure it out? I could if I could quit my restaurant job.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, become a patron. Become a patron. Hi, Drew's Life.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
What should the collective name be for this Beyonce 3-act project? We don't know. I mean, right now for us, it's just the trilogy. Maybe she'll tell us what it's all called at some point.
Yeah, I wonder what it would be called.
Ricardo says the skin tag is not a body part.
It's a bot. It's part of
the body. Was there a reason why Beyonce didn't release the visuals? I think they're still incoming.
Who knows?
The pipeline from we're artists to what body part would you cut off was so quick. Hey, that's why you're here on the live stream.
We move on to
we move. We keep it moving, bounce. Hey.
Oh, we don't talk about one topic for way too long, except for Beyonce.
Except for Beyonce. She's the only thing that deserves it.
Yeah. Bionic doesn't need to happen. Jeff's iconic, regardless of incorrect opinions.
Wait, what is Bionic?
What does Bionic have to do with it?
Grace says, let's get glam. So clearly Bionic came up and we forgot it. We didn't see what
sorry,
it was.
guys. Sorry, Bionic.
I would watch Matt Palmer play Nintendo on Twitch. If I get it together, I would love to do it. You guys are getting 100K subscribers this year. I'm speaking it into existence. That's very kind. Matt Steele is speaking into existence. He's also like doing the math every day to see how many subscribers we need
per day.
And
it's a lot. We would have to get a lot per day consistently.
If there were albums coming out the way they are right now for the whole year, we definitely would.
But guys, the second half of the year is going to be dry.
Hey, I'm hoping Mariah comes.
Okay.
That could be this year, and I'm excited for that.
Okay.
Montana 2 GMs has range. What do you think the best song is on the Beyonce album? I mean, I'm still a daughter. I'm a daughter.
Daughter's great.
Tyrant. Just for fun.
Tyrant. Yes.
And 2 Most Wanted is up there too.
Sure.
It's called versatility. Yes.
Yeah.
I feel like what kind of friendships don't move from, we're artists to what finger would you cut off or whatever?
None that I can name.
Exactly. None that I'm a part of.
I mean, there are no real friendships outside of us.
Oh, really?
We are the friendship.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Isn't that the name of a Big Brother group that you don't like?
The friendship.
Yes.
No, I love them. Are you kidding?
Oh,
at the time, I hated them.
Oh, okay.
At the time, I was very anti the friendship. Season 6 of Big Brother, summer 2005.
Yes.
But looking back, I'm just like, oh, icons and queens and the greatest players who've ever played. Like, amazing alliance.
Guys, place your bets. Who's winning? Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes. I assume this is because I think there's a WWE match. I was gonna say performance match happening.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with. I like Roman Reigns' name a little better.
Okay.
Roman Reigns. All you got to do is give Rep TV a stellar review, and it could get you to 100K. Yeah. Austin, my case. We I think are not. I mean, maybe Rep TV is going to be very different from Reputation Original, so you never know. But if we are to be honest, and I feel like wouldn't it be awful if we were just liars who were like everything we love?
But
like,
also, imagine how entertaining that video is going to be, guys. With us just being like,
is that entertaining for people? I have no idea, but it's going to be what happens.
I mean, remember when AJ, what's her name? Her name's AJ, right?
Yes.
Reviewed Renaissance like months afterwards, and she was just like, guys, it's bad. And everyone was like, what?
I mean, there's the Beehive's still mad about that. I don't want to get the Swifties mad at me. But the thing is,
they're already,
when you do,
they're already mad at us.
Are they? I feel like of the fans, I assume the Gaga fans hate us the most.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm like, I think the Swifties, because we have Swifties in the chat. Like, we have Swifties on the Discord.
I would imagine the Rihanna stans hate us the most because I think they just kind of like dislike the most.
But I don't know if they feel that way post the Super Bowl. Because the thing is, we legitimately liked her Super Bowl performance, and everyone shouted on her.
I know, her Super Bowl performance.
And everyone's like, oh, I thought that was bad.
Guys, justice for Rihanna.
And it's also like, Rihanna's never been a dancer. I don't know. Like, you guys are expecting a Beyonce performance out of Rihanna, and it seemed
her thing is that she's cool and doesn't care.
Yes.
Like, that is the act. That is it.
Yes. I love how 2 Most Wanted sounds like them singing together instead of just a standard feature. It's so special. Yes, it's very much like a duet.
Yeah.
Period.
I could see that being performed at the Grammys. To represent the album.
Absolutely.
Which, why didn't Beyonce perform for Renaissance at the Grammys?
I don't know. Maybe she didn't feel like
there
it.
a reason?
I don't remember there was a reason.
She's like, don't feel like it.
She's like, you know what? You're not going to give me this.
Don't feel like it.
The Dua fans hate you. The Lana stands hate you the most. Well, I mean, you know, they can't get mad about a video of ours about her because we don't have any. I mean,
we reviewed Born to Die and we liked it.
Was it for Patreon?
It was a patron request video.
So it was out publicly.
It was out publicly for a bit, and now it's just on our Patreon at patreon.com/JugaMats.
Yes.
And we like the album. Like we like Born to Die.
Yeah, that's good.
It's just that we've never reviewed like another full album of hers for Juga Mats.
Just her as a.
Oh, I have to sneeze in a little bit. It's coming. Just preparing everyone.
Okay.
Keep talking.
Okay, now I'm nervous. Us Arianators love you. The rest are just details. So thank you. Ricardo is coming in with a lot of hot
what are
fucking
you saying?
takes.
You are so.
So, has Ricardo even been here before? This is the first time I'm seeing this name.
I've seen Ricardo.
Have you?
The Gaga stands hate us the most. LOL. I don't think it's the both of you hate us.
Which,
thank you,
by
Gaga.
the way,
hey, I fight for Gaga in every single one of those bracket videos.
You do, because they all are her albums before 2013. My opinions about Gaga are very similar to Matt Steele's, so all of you Gaga fans need to listen up.
You fight for Born This Way more than I do. As an album.
I do. Born This Way is an excellent album. Little Monsters don't like you for sure. Oh, Ricardo. I would think the Dua fans would not like you, but more tolerate you. I think they like us. They were just mad that we listened to the leak.
They were so mad for a
they'll
period
go
of
for
time.
it.
They were so mad. But, it was like when the pandemic was happening. It was like April of 2020.
We were stuck inside.
People were tense. It was a tense
true.
time.
All right, why is everyone so standing Ricardo for shitting on us? Are you guys excited for challengers? Yes, I might. Gaga stands Palmer, not Steele. Ridiculous. Are you guys? Yeah, I might actually go because I told you one of my dreams is, and I'm like, should I save this for
the fact that your
podcast?
first IMAX film would be challenging?
I want to see it in IMAX.
I mean, when I heard that it was being
I gotta see it
in IMAX, I was like, oh yes, absolutely.
I need it.
Oh yeah,
because
completely.
That gay shit on the
I want to see that gay shit on a big screen.
Yes!
Let's go. God bless you, Angel. Thank you, Mommy. Why is God blessing you right now?
I'm a part of over 200 plus fandom, so thank you. Well, I hope you don't hate us, Matthew.
Do you all know about? Would you all know about or watch The Needle Drop? He's annoying, but he's repping Rina Sawayama back in 2017 when she was a super small artist. No,
I don't. But I think that's cool. I feel like I love that there are so many people who talk about music on the internet. But I feel like if I were to watch any of them regularly, that I would kind of just regurgitate their feelings almost. Sure. Like it would, and it's like I like to be a little more unbiased.
Sure.
So I just do our thing, and I was gonna say I watch us, but I really don't.
Because the thing is, when you listen to so many other people's opinions, it's people, you can see their perspective and where they come from and everything. So it's a little harder to look at things not from your own. I don't know how to word what I want to say.
I just feel
you start to really see all sides to the point where you start to see no sides. And which is good. It's you're supposed to empathize with all sides and see where everyone's coming from.
But you gotta listen to your heart.
But then sometimes when you are asked well, how do you feel? You're just
I don't know. Right.
And I guess it's my job to really know now that we're doing this regularly. And
what a crazy job we just ran into. Not full-time job.
Oh, my mom blessed me because I sneezed.
Oh, I see.
Thank you.
Bless you. I watch a lot of the music reviews. Oh, Todd in the Shadows I did love. I haven't been watching him much recently, but he is great. It's been a rough few months, losing my dad, meeting new half-siblings, losing my manager, my BFF's mom. Oh my goodness! I'm so sorry to hear that.
East Awesome. I hope you're doing okay.
Ricardo, I've been here before. My name just used to be Rich Carrasco and got tired of you calling me Rick Caruso.
Oh, there she is.
It's all coming together now.
There she is.
Coming together.
Ever since the failed mayoral race.
I know.
Rich has got to rebrand.
I know. It's Rick, I'm still going to Cheesecake Factory. I'm going to the fucking the Grove. Yeah. What's the one over here called? The Americana.
Americana.
It happens. As someone who loves Beyonce, Gaga, Rihanna, Selena, Ariana, Taylor, and many more, even some you've both criticized, both of you are good. I love both of you.
Thank you, Matthew. Because the thing is, we love them all too.
We do.
But we love them so much that if they release something that we don't like, we have to say it.
We have to say it.
Matt, you bullied Rick Caruso, so we didn't bully him.
No, we didn't bully him. It did look like Rick Caruso.
Steele, are you a Leo? No, I'm a Gemini. June 19th, if you would like to know.
Coming up.
Would you guys ever do TV or movie reactions? We have a couple movie movie reviews, not reaction.
I don't. I'm like, I don't know that you can. You do that? Like, I feel like that would get taken down.
I see like movie reactions.
Really?
And stuff. Yeah.
Interesting.
Those must be nuts to edit.
I
though.
know.
Oof.
For the whole movie, they do that.
Yeah, they sit there and record themselves for the whole movie.
Really?
I guess. I know.
But it's also like I'm not really doing anything while I'm watching a movie. I'm just like watching it.
Oh,
I
you
don't
will
know.
never catch me talking during.
Right,
the
that's what
movie.
I'm saying. So I don't. Yeah, you wouldn't like it. It would just be us silently, which I guess some people want. Because everyone's like, you guys talk too much during the videos. It's like, babe, it's our videos. If you just want to watch or listen to this album, go listen to it. Go stream it.
I know, because I will literally, if like I had to like watch Matt Palmer like watch a movie and he's not looking at every single shot, I'm like, what are you doing?
That's what I'm saying.
Babylon, you better turn your phone off,
bitch.
You better look at every shot.
You won't be there when I'm watching it, so you'll never know. And I'll be like, I didn't get this part because I wasn't looking.
But the visuals are a part of it.
Yes, I will try and watch as much as I can,
It's
but
like,
I'm not gonna like. If you think I'm not gonna close my eyes during the like elephant shit on the screen thing,
it's a split second.
Well, my split second will be like that.
And it happens real quick.
Yeah,
it happens right in the beginning. So.
Okay, all right. What's your opinion on Taylor doing minimal promo for her new album? I don't know what to expect at all for the sound of this new era. LOL. I think it's kind of good. I feel like with the Eras tour and the Grammys, like people needed a breather from Taylor,
and it worked for Midnights.
It
like
did.
there wasn't like a first single like released before the album, and Midnights did extremely well.
Yes, exactly.
So don't skip the transitions.
Right.
We will.
We will. We have to talk about it.
Have you guys seen Billie Eilish teasing a new album? It's exciting.
Yes, that is exciting, and I feel about that Barbie song, so I hope it's like
incredible. Did you guys watch the 911 series? No, but we heard someone came out.
Yeah, someone's by and kissed a boy. We love that.
We love kissing boys, but not when there's an emergency happening.
I assume these are separate scenes.
This better be when they're off duty.
Right, I assume they weren't on duty for that.
Wait, do you stay silent for horror movies too? Absolutely.
I mean, I might.
Okay, yeah, you do that.
I give a little bit of that.
We need to give up on Babylon. It really wasn't good. Matt, listen.
People are combative today. You guys get a Beyonce album and get all hyped up. I have a lot to say.
I would die for Babylon.
Okay. Beyonce is a national treasure, but hello, I want the visuals too. East Awesome. I'm right there with you. I am right there with you.
What if the trilogy is just called No Visuals?
No. I'd be pissed.
It's like, haha, sucks.
No, just call it trilogy. Even just call it trilogy.
Trilogy, sure. Word on the Street is the sound of tortured poets is Red meets folklore, so naturally it's going to become my entire personality. I could see Red meets folklore.
Love that.
Yeah. Sorry that your house is burning down. I got to kiss the boy real quick.
I mean, priorities on 911.
Yeah.
And apparently he got like negative feedback, or people were pissed at him for like being a bi character on television. It's like, you all need to get over it.
Well, boo-hoo. Giselle should direct B's visuals. Yes.
Oh, I was like, who's Giselle?
I don't know how that would look. I don't know if their aesthetics are similar, but I'd love to see it.
I don't know if, no shade, that I think he even said this, that like he didn't see himself getting a giant budget again for a minute. He's not. Yeah. So I don't think Beyonce would.
But you know what? If he has $5, it will be the best $5 movie on the planet.
I look forward to seeing that. Mm-hmm. Well, I look forward to hearing about it from you.
Thank you. I can't imagine the budget would be like less than Whiplash.
Yeah.
Like, which was, not like a super low budget movie, but like I would imagine he could get Whiplash, and Whiplash was phenomenal. So
Whiplash I do like. That's a great movie.
Would you die for Babylon, or is it just Damien you're dying? Babylon is great. And Damien, yes, I love them both.
Yes, he loves them both. All right, let's do our
thing.
Ad thing.
Oh yeah, do the ad. Everyone watch. Also, aura.com/chickamads.
Yes. Wait, why is it? Okay, here we go. I'm trying to try. Okay, here I go. Sorry. Some of you will see an ad, some of you won't.
Hey, let us know if you see it. Let us know if you don't.
Yeah, we love a surprise ad. Who knows if it's happening? Who knows if it's not?
We don't know what goes on this channel.
Okay, it's my apology for bullying you, Palmer. I have joined the Patreon. Thank you.
Ricardo,
that's very nice, Ricardo.
Rich. Oh, I don't know if he can even see us saying thank you because the ad is playing.
Well, who knows? Who knows if the ad's playing or not? Who can see us?
We'll wait for the ad to be over and then we'll say thank you again.
Right. But yeah, I mean, that Patreon's blowing up. The Discord is a very fun place to be, y'all, if you are not there.
Yeah, we're talking about everything.
Because a lot comes up. And especially when the Taylor album, we're doing that live stream. If you want to talk to a smaller group of people about it,
there's a subset for coworkers.
Yes.
Like work.
Yes, co-working, it's true.
Yeah.
Okay, should we
is the ad over?
I think so.
Rick Caruso. We don't know if you saw us say thank you for joining the Patreon.
Yes, but thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
We're so excited to have you.
Oh man, things are gonna start to get violent in that Discord.
People have a lot of opinions. More opinions coming up.
More opinions coming up. Well, here we are again.
We are again.
Another day, another sleigh, and 2 gay mats.
Feels like you were just here. I don't know why, but
it was more like you were just at my place
That's
recording
true.
the Chapel Roan reaction.
Yes.
Which, by the way, I haven't told you yet. That song, "Good Luck, Babe."
Yes.
You know what it sounds exactly like?
What?
That old song. Da 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 da. So every time I hear "Good Luck, Babe," I always go, "Good luck, babe. Good luck, babe." Da 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 da.
oh,
Do you know what that song is?
maybe.
Da 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 da. You don't know what
It's
that's.
kind of familiar, but I'm not like it's
Jesus
not really
Christ.
doing anything
and
for me.
you're the music map between the two of us.
I mean, maybe it's the performance that really wasn't hitting, but it's okay.
Listen, I can't be the one gay Matt to carry the musical theater movie side and the pop music side.
Don't worry, you're not. Like, I think we're all okay there. So no, don't fret. That's not gonna happen for you. Okay, do you want? Oh, I would walk 500 miles. That's a great song.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds like "Good Luck, Babe."
Okay.
Okay.
Do you want to start?
You start.
Okay. Hi, everybody, and welcome back to 2 Gay Mats. It's Matt Palmer.
And it's Matt Steele.
And we're back again another week. And Matt Steele.
Yeah.
How was your week? How are you doing?
It was very fine. I
Yes.
can't say anything super interesting happened.
Yeah.
So let's just go to you.
Oh, okay. I mean, similarly, it has been a low-key week for me. Jackson went to visit some family in Ohio, and he left on Wednesday night. And so I've been having like a bit of a staycation, which has been
Okay,
nice.
that's nice.
And like I've seen a couple of people. Like on Friday, I went and hung out with our friends Sarah and Eric, with our friends Joe and Tim, and that was very fun. But then yesterday, I had a very much like I am going to do a little bit of 2 Gay Matt's work, but a lot of not doing anything. Because again, sure, it's been a week and a half, 2 weeks now, I guess, since Cowboy Carter has come out. But you don't realize how much that takes a toll.
Yeah.
And so having a moment of like, I don't even have to like talk to anyone. I can just run a bath, jump in that tub, watch some Happy Endings episodes, watch some old episodes of Summer House, just really lays about. It has been a lovely staycation, rejuvenating even. And my watch was like, bitch, you got over 8 hours of sleep last night and you've not been doing that lately. So good for you. So I think I'm releasing the stress.
Because guys, doing a Cowboy Carter reaction video, you are a frontline worker. Matt Palmer deserves
That's
this
the
break. He deserved. You can retire now.
When those nurses and people were getting applause during the pandemic, I just took that on too because I feel like we're really on the front lines,
Listen,
right?
as someone who worked at a restaurant throughout the entire pandemic, I mean, I'm not a frontline worker, but like as someone who like did go into work throughout the pandemic, shut up.
But you were fine. You never tested positive, did you?
No, I still to this day have never tested positive for COVID.
I think you had it.
I have absolutely. I'm sure I've had COVID.
Hey.
I'm sure, but you know, all those tests came back negative, and
I
so
love
therefore,
that.
I'm going to call myself Iron Man.
I think that's great. I think that's great that you never got it, and I'm glad that we're not in that stage of the pandemic anymore. I will say there was one moment, I don't remember how my mind got here, but like a couple of weeks ago was the first time that I almost got a little, this is going to sound insane, almost a little nostalgic.
Oh, fuck you.
Because I was like, oh, we really were inside, weren't we? I'm like, oh, we were just interacting on Zooms and like really trying to like make the best of a tough situation. I don't know. I was proud of how the people we knew were safe but still social. I don't know. I mean, obviously it's 2020 vision looking back, and being stuck in that place I would not want.
Sure.
But I'm just proud that we've made it through.
I look back at all the pictures I took of myself during that time, and like I have to say, like I was not someone who was like, oh, I'm letting the hair grow, I'm totally like that myself, God, but like I would, you know, try to make myself look nice and like prepared and like showered and everything, and I was still like wearing like cute clothes and everything. But still, I look back at those pictures and I was like, oh, this is one of my uglier eras.
Was it?
I think
thought
so.
you looked nice.
I don't know. I think I looked relatively fine.
Yeah.
But like compared to like how some people really were just like, fuck it. And it was like, wait.
No, neither. Well, also, even though we, you know, the YouTube channel was still happening, so we couldn't go to
we had to,
complete garb.
Because you know, as we said, we're frontline workers here, and we had to keep the YouTube channel going.
I hope no one edits this and makes it look like we're serious.
No,
this is
we're
a
not
joke.
serious.
We're
We're joking.
not serious. Nothing we
love
do is
our
important.
nurses. We
love
nurses,
everyone. Doctors, real frontline
all the
workers.
people, the grocery store workers. We love everyone. I can't believe like we're still saying this in 2024.
I just need everyone to know we're kidding.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think if I did anything else. No, and then we're having a live show in May 4th, so it's less than a month away, and we are going to be singing a song from a musical. I don't want to spoil which one, but I was arranging that, and I downloaded the sheet music from musicnotes.com. Not sponsored, but if they want to sponsor, they can.
Thank you, Music Notes.
Yes, thank you. And so it just was, I had not done I'm going to be playing keys in a minute. So, and these chord progressions were no fucking joke. And so I was really plunking them out. And
Musical theater is complex.
It is complex. It is just not an easy thing, especially with pop music. A lot of it's 4 chords and you're done. And musical theater is not like that.
It's not. And this isn't even songtime you're doing here.
It's not. But I didn't want to lose the essence of the song and try to make it easier chordally. So whatever. We now have a piano line, we have a bass line, and we have some strings. I might throw in some drums, which might sound like R&B pop drums.
Oh my God, if we did an R&B pop version if you make this song sound like Brandy's in my own little corner, I would absolutely die. My favorite thing about this song is that for probably a month now, I've been thinking we're going to do another song. And then suddenly Matt Palmer was like, oh, by the way, I did the orchestrations for this. And I was just like, why that? Aren't we doing this other song? And he's like, no. And then he's texting me. He's just like, okay, I'm almost done. And I was just like, wait a minute, what key are we doing this in?
Well,
I'm going to be so unprepared.
It's easy to change the key though, because I've done it all on MIDI files. I can just drag it up and down. So I can give
technology. Listen, I'll be fine. I'll do whatever you're most comfortable with. If I sound bad, I'll just make goofy faces. No, this is the secret to my musical theater performing. If I can't physically do something, if I don't have the technique to do something or the stamina to do something, I make big faces and have a lot of energy and go until I drop and everyone's like, wow.
I've made what I think the key is going to be your highest belted note will be an E.
Oh, are you kidding? This is what I'm saying. I can do better than that. All
right, well, what do you want? What do you want your highest belted note to be?
Oh, I don't know. What's that?
Belted.
No, I can't bell. I'm a mixer.
Well, he doesn't mean Little Mix fan. That's some musical theater
I like
thing.
Little Mix.
Yeah, you do.
But a mixer in a musical theater world is a different thing.
It's a different thing.
You're Sutton Foster just going,
Tell me which note you want me to, because I can drag and drop.
Oh.
What note would you want?
F? Send me options.
Okay, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to send you one version and tell me if it's
Listen,
too high.
I'll make anything
You're going to do the lower harmony at the end. Just that.
Okay, that's fine. All right, I'll act high.
Yes, act high.
I'll act like
low.
I'm singing the highest note, and then I'll sing low.
Yes.
This whole time I've been trying to think of what I did this week, and it's literally I went to work. Oh no, something I did do this week is my friend Megan last year for her. Remember, she for her birthday party, she had a staged reading of Into the Woods. And it was really fun.
I do remember that.
And so this year she's doing something a little less daunting, and it's just sort of she's doing a cabaret where her friends all sing their favorite musical theater songs that they like to sing in the shower.
So
and you know how I told you in that Carousel review that I always sing Mr. Snow from Carousel in the shower, but I'm not doing Mr. Snow. I'm doing Adelaide's Lament. So I went. So I was figuring out the keys that I wanted my Adelaide's Lament to be in. Yes. So I was on musicnotes.com as well. Guys, musicnotes.com should sponsor us.
Really
Hello,
should.
who knows the owner? And so I've been doing that, and I went to a rehearsal for that, and I'm ready to go next Saturday.
So she has a pianist who's been hired?
She's got an accompanist and everything. She's got a piano in her living room and everything. Yeah, it's all, and she likes to be rehearsed. We're musical theater people. So I'm very excited about that.
She has very fun parties.
Oh yeah, it was great. Doing a stage reading of Into the Woods for your birthday party when you are literally 8 months pregnant, and you're playing the witch. This was her, by the way, not me. I played Jack. Thank you. But yeah, she knows how to throw a party.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Should we jump into the news for idiots?
Let's go into news for idiots.
In what world? This just kind of goes to show that there wasn't a lot of news this week, but our top story this week is a young lady whose music we've never listened to, whose content we've never really consumed until Friday. Miss JoJo Siwa.
Yeah.
She is attempting at this very moment to transition into an adult pop music world. She is saying that she wants to have her Miley Cyrus bangers moment with her new single, which is called Karma. She says, she is my number one idol. I want to do what she did with bangers. I want to have that moment. I'm flattered that the world can even compare that, which I'm I don't know if anyone did, but maybe someone did and we just didn't hear.
Okay.
She says that she is claiming that she is the only one of her generation that's rebranded herself as dramatically as she has with her new music. She said a lot. She also said she was coming up with a whole new brand new genre called gay pop, which I thought it was hilarious that Tegan and Sarah went on TikTok and stitched that and just were Hi. We are alive. We have made gay pop music for a long fucking time. And many people have this. It honestly reminded me of, remember when Sam Smith won their Oscar and they got on stage? It was like, am I the first gay person to ever win an Oscar?
No, they said, I heard from someone that no gay man has ever won an Oscar before. And so I'm proud to stand. And it was just like, no, like my body just melted in that moment.
Of course, it's really awkward and cringy when you watch these comments being made, but it's almost like a newly out rite of passage to say something incredibly stupid.
Like, she's excited and everything. And I have to say, like, in terms of like her generation of like pop stars, like I'm trying to think of, because Miley Cyrus, I would not call her generation of pop stars.
No, I'd say she was a generation.
So I'm trying to, and Bangers was a huge sort of like rebrand moment.
Sure.
I'm trying to think if there was as big of a rebrand moment in terms of like aggressive, like I did kid stuff, now I'm doing this stuff.
Right. And like I maybe not, like, because it's like I don't know if I can think of I guess I'm not plugged into like children's media, so I don't know what child stars there really are. But JoJo Siwa is a name I had heard before.
Yeah,
so like,
I don't know anything of JoJo Siwa's other than she had a big ponytail.
Yes.
She danced. She was on Dance Moms,
She was
right?
on Dance Moms.
Yes. She liked glitter, rainbows, all that stuff. And then she recently came out as a lesbian.
Yes.
And so I was always like, okay, this is great. I love this.
Great.
So I don't think she's totally incorrect in what she's saying, but it's just like when you have to say it.
I know.
It's kind of like,
let someone else say it, actually.
You know.
What did you think of the song?
I think the song's cute.
The thing is,
I think the song's pretty good.
The song is cute. Can she sing? No, and that's
Who
fine.
cares?
But I will say the chorus of that song is very catchy. Even after listening to Cowboy Carter on loop, I listened to that song and it was stuck in my head for a minute. The verses are clunky. The lyrics are clunky.
Ooh, yeah, the lyrics are tough. If I had to rank the things about the song, I would put lyrics at the bottom.
No, lyrics are at the bottom. A lot of the other melodies are near the bottom, but that chorus melody hits.
And you know, guys, for all this time, we're just like, we need more pop stars who can dance. And if JoJo's can do anything,
she can dance.
Like, I was watching her in that video and I was like, okay, yeah, you can fucking dance.
She absolutely can dance. Yeah. I will say it gives me more Can't Be Tamed era Miley than it does Bangers era Miley. Like, she on that chorus is still saying effed and not, fucked or whatever. Like,
maybe she's saying it ironically.
Maybe, but it's like, she definitely feels like I'm a preteen, even though I think she's much older than she looks. But she's giving Miley, like, I'm kind of breaking out of my shell, but not really. Like, but by the way, and maybe the Miley stands out there are going to get pissed at me. I think the chorus to Karma is better than the chorus to Can't Be Tamed. I never liked Can't Be Tamed.
Actually. I truly don't know what
it's
Can't
just
Be
like
Tamed
Can't
sounds
be tamed. I can't be tamed.
Ooh.
Can't be blamed. It's like,
well, when you sing it like that, I'm sure it's better than what you just gave us.
You can listen.
Okay.
But
all right. I mean, I don't know. I think the song is harmless and cute and fun. I think, there's a lot of money in that music video. She's grinding up on all those girls.
She is. I love seeing her.
Let her do her thing. She's experimenting with new looks. And I have to say, like, back in the day of like the Bangers era, and this is no shade towards Miley, because the Bangers era was objectively huge for Miley.
Gigantic.
And there was some great stuff on that era. Like, we both really love the song We Can't Stop.
Yeah.
Like, it's a great song.
Yes.
But there were moments of that Bangers era where some of the criticism for it was just like, this feels a little forced.
Oh, absolutely.
And so JoJo Siwa, like, it, you know what she's doing here.
Yes.
It feels sort of the same way. But the thing is, like, now you have Bangers era to compare it to.
Right.
So maybe it feels a little more so than Bangers era did. But still, like, let's not pretend like everyone was on board with Bangers era.
No. Miley's transition to adult pop star was clunky at first.
Clunky.
And so I think this is the beginning clunks.
Yeah. But then that clunk turned out to be an iconic clunk.
That's true. You saw her on stage at the Grammys and she's amazing. So maybe she'll be amazing many, many years from now. I think the song is catchier than people are giving it credit for.
Yeah.
And, I do like to see a gay pop star try and spread their wings.
Yeah, I wish her the best. She's having fun. And at the end of the day, and she can dance. Like, she's got talent. At the end of the day, like, just let the girl have fun.
Did you see the poster for the new Joker film?
Yes, it's great.
You're loving that poster.
I think that poster is great. I think it's simple. I love the colors. I love how you can see her, like, messy lipsticked mouth, like how he's dipping her. It's romantic. You can tell it's going to be a musical. I think it's giving you everything it needs to give you.
And the movie itself is coming out on October 4th of this year, and then the trailer is coming out on the 9th of April. And so that is what, Tuesday?
That's Tuesday.
So I guess we're going to be seeing our first, I'm imagining it's a teaser trailer, right? Like,
sure, yeah. It's always a teaser trailer first, and then, closer to the movie being released, it's a full trailer.
I assume it is, I know. Well, sorry. It's going to get an R rating. Apparently, it has been rated R for some strong violence, which points to me saying, don't go see this, and some brief full nudity.
Okay.
So everybody have fun in October seeing the new Joker.
Yeah, and I really hope that the songs that they use are like they get creative with the songs that they use. And they're just like out there choices. Because when I heard that it was like a jukebox musical, I was kind of just like, oh no, are we gonna do like all these like classic standards? Like, are we gonna do like da 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 da? Like, are we gonna do 500 miles? Or are we gonna do some like real out there weird choices? Are we gonna do something by JoJo Siwa maybe?
Maybe.
You know what?
I'm imagining it's going to be more classic kind of music, but...
Okay, listen, as long as the movie's good, as long as it's well done, as long as everyone has a good time.
Yes, I'm sure everyone who's making it and going to go see it is going to have a great time.
Yeah.
Yes?
Okay.
Lizzo has apparently walked back her claim that she quit. She is saying that she clarifies the comment because she posted on social media last week that she was quitting. She then says in an Instagram video that I wanted to make this video because I just need to clarify when I say I quit, I mean I quit giving any negative energy attention. What I'm not going to quit is the joy of my life, which is making music and connecting to people. And I know I'm not alone. In no shape or form am I the only person experiencing that negative voice that's louder than the positive. I wonder just always about like who is managing the social media of these pop stars, because to me it's like I never really thought she was going to fully quit the music industry, but it all feels like this has all been an unnecessary a bit of attention. Like if I were Lizzo and this investigation was still going on, there were still allegations against me, I would keep a very low profile, and like the need to express oneself via social media and making headlines feels like not helpful to your cause of like, I just want to get through whatever this is going to be, and like hopefully I'm proven innocent, or I can quietly pay people off, or whatever it's going to end up being. It just seems like having her headline in the news with like Lizzo's announced she's quit feels like an unnecessary event.
I mean, she knew what she was doing. She knew that to get people talking. Like, come on. And like, if she didn't, then it's kind of just like, okay, like when people post stuff like that on social media, anyone, whether they're famous or not, and then they just sort of say like one of my least favorite phrases that people like abuse all the time, just after they do a big rant and then they go, I'm over it. It's like,
well, clearly you're not.
Clearly you're not. And also like be like, what was the point of this rant?
Right.
Because literally you're kind of just feeling feelings that everyone feels. Like some like stressful things in life happen. Sometimes
right.
There's negativity, like all this stuff is happening.
Right.
So like like, I don't know, if I'm going to post something like very big like that on social media, like I would want it to be like about something that like is truly, I don't know. I don't want to like say meaningful, but like something that is truly just like I'm making some sort of change, or something where there's like something has changed within this post,
right,
within myself or something, and instead of it just being like sort of like a vent of frustration, especially when you're like a famous person, and everything you post kind of feels like it's supposed to be a big deal,
right?
We've all been there sometimes where we just like post stuff on social media, but like not all of us have PR people who can like help us navigate that world.
It's true. And I'm like, I don't know if I've ever posted something on social media and been like, ooh, I'm embarrassed and I should not.
I don't think I have either.
And I think that's an instinct. I don't know how old Liz is, but I think she's around our age. I feel like people our age generally are a bit better about that, but maybe being a celebrity, she's in the middle of all these allegations, these suits. Maybe there's a lot of pressure on her and she just, acted impulsively. But yes, some things, I always say it, I'm going to say it until the end of time, but send an email to yourself. Just be like, I'm feeling big feelings. I want to get them out. The whole world doesn't need to see it.
We have a whole podcast episode called Send Yourself an Email.
Yes. And it's the best way.
And people are always like, oh, what should the Two Gay Mats put on their like merch? I think Send Yourself an Email is one of the things we can put on there. Yeah.
I do love that. Well, great news for all of the Beyonce fans out there, because you got two in the room with you right now. But also, Cowboy Carter is officially debuting at #1 on the Billboard 200 this week. It sold over 407,000 copies, I believe, its debut week, meaning that it outperformed Renaissance. It is her 8th solo album to debut at #1. She, I think, is the first artist to have all 8 of their first albums to debut at #1. I think it's the #1, obviously, on the country chart. She also put out a remix for Texas Hold'em. Did you ever listen to it? It's the Pony Up remix. And it's like, the first half is pretty similar. The second half, it's hard to even explain it. It's almost like a bunch of Beyonce singing, but like less in like a choral way and more in like a we're doing a line dance all together way. It's brilliant. It
Okay.
almost feels like Texas Hold'em meets Break My Soul. It is so much fun. And like, I know you hate chorus vocals that are all the melody, but if anyone's going to do it, it's Beyonce. She can do it right.
Beyonce's allowed to do whatever she wants to do.
Excellent.
I think it's so funny because I was literally just talking to my brother before we turned this live stream on, and he like brought up Beyonce and everything. And we were talking about how, you know, there's no more like monoculture, like nothing is ubiquitous anymore in terms of like pop culture and everything. I'm like, even like things that are considered ubiquitous now, like Barbie and Oppenheimer and like Beyonce now, it's still like they don't feel as big as they like once. Like something that big would be like 10 years ago. And because everyone is in their own little social media chambers. And so, and my brother's like, yeah, like, and he's like, yeah, but you know, like with time, things become less popular. Like this new Beyonce album, like no one's really talking about it as much as they talked about her like previous albums. And I was like, well, Michael, actually, this album is more successful numbers wise than her previous album. And like much more so it seems. And I was like, and you know, that has to do with the fact that she's really branching out to people who wouldn't necessarily like listen to her, and you know, people are curious to hear what this new sounds like and everything. But like you wouldn't really know that this did better streaming wise and I guess sales wise than Renaissance did, just because like the like social media is like so much more saturated now than it even was in 2022.
Right. And especially like pop music, pop culture, like it's definitely, we're all in our little niches. Like it's not just a social media thing. It's like, there's no TV show that we can all be like, you watched This Is Us last week or something. Like that doesn't happen as much anymore because we all watch what we watch and can stay watching what we watch. And I think good things and bad things about that. Like, of course, we're gonna miss the days of like Britney Spears' "Baby One More Time" being released,
and the world stops spinning.
Exactly. Like, and that's honestly half of the reason why Beyonce is so exciting. Because even if it's not reaching every corner of every population, she builds up to her releases in the way of like, this is a big fucking deal. Like, this is not just like I'm throwing a single out there. Like, this is an event. Hunker the fuck down. It's going to be a moment and I have something to say. So yes, the monoculture is the thing of the past.
Yeah, maybe the 2 Gay Mats can bring back the monoculture.
And can we decide what gets to be in the monoculture and what gets to be kicked out?
Oh, I was thinking it's just like one of our podcasts everyone in the world will watch.
Sure, I'll go with that.
Which one will it be? I hope it's our Kelly Clarkson reaction to It's Quiet Uptown.
You do love that one. That one is very good.
That. Make it the monoculture.
Okay, so apparently this was going a little viral on Twitter. Apparently, a former Observer and HuffPost journalist claims that Katy Perry's career decline was planned by some people, and it was similar to how Christina Aguilera's career was sabotaged. Then the alleged alleged that writers trashed Katy to generate clicks and more money. And last year, former Pitchfork writers alleged that the outlet had a bias against the singer. And I feel like this is not something new that happens. I feel like I saw a tweet, I think it might have actually been from Ira Madison of the Keep It podcast, being like, that I agreed with. It was essentially like the lifespan of a pop star is not forever. No. Like, that's the way that pop music goes. Like, it's usually very cyclical. People will come and go. You're going to have your mainstays like a Taylor, like a Beyonce, but they're not the norm. Like, the idea of a pop artist being popular for more than, like, actively very, very popular for more than 10 years is a rarity. Mm-hmm. So I don't think that the fact that Katy Perry and or Christina Aguilera aren't like topping the charts right now is the result of some like big industry masterminded event. Like, sure, there might have been some people like Perez Hilton writing shitty articles about them at the time, and maybe there were people hoping for that. But again, just the life cycle of pop music, the way it works is like, you've got to make room for like the Dua Lipas, for the Billie Eilishes. We can't have the same superstars forever. And even
then now, it's kind of just like Dua Lipa's been around for like, what, like 7 years now?
Wild.
Like, when did that first album come out? 2017?
Something like that.
Yeah. Or like maybe 2019. I don't remember. But like, and I think that is the fact that we, as music fans, are still talking about Katy Perry and Christina Aguilera. I think that is the result, one of the positive results of like everyone sort of being in their own social media bubbles and everything. Because like, as music fans, we all talk to each other and we're just like, remember Katy Perry? We love Katy Perry. We love Teenage Dream. Never Really Over should have been a big hit. Everyone stream it. Like, we have similar things in common that we enjoy. Yeah. So we will talk about like more, I don't want to say historical pop music.
Christ, not historical pop music.
Like we talk about like stuff from the past. Like I will never forget when my friend Libby came into town to visit, and she, you know, I've been like, she's one of my best friends in the entire world. I've been friends with her since 2002, and so she knew like how I was and everything, but she had never seen me around like another group of gay guys. Yeah, because I was only like the only gay guy like in like, you know, that she would like really know.
Yeah.
And so when she saw me like surrounded by like a bunch of my friends and their friends as well were there as well, and like we were literally bringing up like Christina Aguilera's VMA performance from 2001 or whatever the fuck, and she was just like, her mind was blown. And so it was the first time seeing like, a gaggle of gay guys who were interested in this thing, talking about their passion, like their hobby and everything. And she just turned to me and she said, I feel like gay men are like elephants, they just never forget.
She's not wrong.
She's not wrong.
She is not wrong. Because I mean, what else is important that like is going to be more top of mind than Christina Aguilera performing "Dirty" for the first time?
Of course, and it's like when I'm around like my straight friends or like my girlfriends from New Jersey and everything, like I don't talk about Christina Aguilera's VMA performance from 2001. I to this day wouldn't talk about, but still, like you get my drift. Like I don't talk about the same things with them as I talk to you about, you know, because we are in our own little bubble right now,
and I love the bubble.
And then when I leave, I don't think about Matt Palmer. I leave the bubble.
Hurtful.
I know. Sorry.
How dare.
Sorry about it.
That's really hurtful. Well, Lisa Ann Walter of Abbott Elementary says that the season 4 renewal is the first time in her career that she's ever felt safe.
Yes.
And I'm just so excited for her. I think it's so lovely because apparently she's also very known for her character in 1998's The Parent Trap. Just because you're in a movie doesn't mean you're rich. I wasn't a star. I was the woman that made you cry in The Parent Trap, and you're still looking for a job the next week. So honestly, feeling safe, the season 4 pickup of Abbott. I just love seeing seasoned professionals having their moment in the sun and having a moment where they can like breathe out a little bit. Like obviously someone like Cheryl Lee Ralph on that show has been so very successful for such a long time, but maybe wasn't top of mind for a lot of people until that show picked them up. I just appreciate that Abbott Elementary, and I assume and hope that a lot of showrunners, casting people in the world don't forget about the actors that are long-standing, the actors that like made you cry in your childhood, like women specifically. Like I feel like they're, and tell me if I'm wrong, but there's such an age limit on like being the like hot new it girl or whatever. So having better and more fully fleshed out characters who are women over a certain age, it's just exciting. And it just made me happy to read that, because it's just, imagine doing what you love for so long and never feeling safe in it, and then one day you land the thing that's like, oh, this is what it feels like to have
something steady,
career stability.
I mean, I'm a homosexual, so there's nothing that gives me more thrill than watching a character actress get her due. Like that is what we want to see, because she is someone who was for so long one of those actresses that popped up every once in a while, and you would just be like, I love her. Yes. I love her. I love her. I may not know her name yet, but I love her, and it's so wonderful seeing her. And so then seeing, you know, her like become a series regular on a show that is so successful and it lasts several seasons, like that's just so wonderful to see. And now like she is like a household name after working for so long.
I know.
It's just so great. And when you see like actors pass away who, you know, have that sort of career where it's like you didn't necessarily know their name, but they popped up in like the things that you loved, like growing up as a kid, and then maybe like a little later, like you're just like, oh wow, this person, like I don't even know their name, but yet like they feel so comforting to me.
Totally. Like I still have like an emotional reaction to them when I see them, even if their name is not.
Because they remind me of like that one movie I popped into the VCR every like couple of months, like as a kid, you know? So I think it's great that she's getting that steady paycheck on a successful show. She better ride that out, and she better tell those writers, you better give me the great plot lines.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Every time I watch that show, I do think they could bring you on as like Jacob's brother or something.
Me?
Yes, because there's a redhead gay teacher man. And I'm like, you could be related. We could be related. Jump in there, do a gay cousin role.
There needs to be a plot line where it's like we're boyfriend twins.
That would be very funny. And he's just now dating again. And so that would be great.
But like it could be a whole episode where they make jokes, because I don't think straight people know much about boyfriend twinning.
Right.
And so that could be like a punchline for about half an hour, and then I'm never seen again.
I would love that.
I could become her.
You could.
That could be me.
Yes.
And then 50 years from now, I will finally find some steadiness in my career.
Yes.
It'll be great.
I look forward to that for you. Oh God, how do we pitch? Who has Quinta's number? Because the boyfriend twins idea is great.
Boyfriend twins is great.
It's really good.
Do I need to like also give myself like a little indent in my chin? He has such a cute little indent in his chin.
He does. I bet they could do a lot for you on set. The makeup and hair team.
And then I could win the Emmy for best makeup.
Are you going to win it, or is they're
no?
Win it?
I'm pitching it to the show,
right?
Because it's hiring me is not just beneficial for me; it's beneficial for the makeup artist.
You're just the canvas.
I'm just the canvas, and I'm here to pitch ideas. Any ideas you want, as long as they involve with hiring me.
I think I want that for you, and I think it could happen.
Thank you.
Did you see all the 99-cent stores are closing?
That's devastating.
It's very sad.
99-cent store is more of like a West Coast thing.
I feel like, yes, because wasn't there one by our old place? Like, I feel like there is one in Santa Monica, not a world away from where we used to live.
I think that one's still there, though.
I mean, I think they're in the process of closing them all down.
All? See, that's so crazy. Because where I grew up, there's dollar stores everywhere.
Yes.
There's Dollar Tree, there's Family Dollar, there's blah, blah, blah. All this stuff where everything is literally $1.
Yes.
Everything there is literally $1. And let me tell you, my mom could buy out a Dollar Tree, no problem. And she's always like, Matthew, like you need to like get stuff at the dollar store. Like because whenever I would send my mom like a birthday card or something, she would always look at the back and be like, you spent $3 on this? Why didn't you just go to the dollar store?
Right.
And I was just like, well, Ma, like they don't have dollar stores like in LA. It's like a different thing. They have 99-cent stores where first of all, not everything is 99 cents. And second of all, they don't sell the same type of things.
Right. I do think I read an article about how not everything in the dollar store is $1 anymore.
I know. I saw that too. Sad. I know. What are we coming to?
I don't know. Inflation sucks.
It's a rebranding like JoJo Siwa.
Yes.
It's aggressive and you don't know how to feel about it.
Did you see The Rock said that he regrets not campaigning for, but he endorsed Joe Biden in the 2020 election and that he won't be endorsing anyone this year. He regrets it because it was divisive and his goal is to bring people together. He doesn't trust any politician, but will 100% back whoever wins as president. Mm-hmm. Fuck that.
See, the thing is like, okay, if he was just a random celebrity and he said, well, I'm not endorsing anyone this year, it's like, okay, do whatever you want. Like, you're not legally obligated to endorse someone as a celebrity. You can keep it as private as you want. You're a private citizen. However, it is very much for years has been rumored that The Rock has like political aspirations,
right?
And so it's like, sir, this doesn't fly if this is like the like ambitions that you have.
The only plus side of when I was reading like the bullet points of the article is like he has now publicly said that he does not like politics. So I'm like, and he's like, people on both sides have come to me in hopes that I would start running for things, and I'm not interested.
Oh, good. Okay,
I hope for that.
I don't want that story to me.
I would like fewer celebrities in office. I'd like fewer like known people outside of politics running for things just because of name recognition. That's what I would like.
Please, God Almighty. But yeah, it's like, so this is like very annoying because the fact that he was like, well, when I endorsed Joe Biden, like it became like it stoked divisiveness, and it's just like, no, it didn't stoke. Like there was divisiveness since the beginning of time. It's just that,
and it's worse now.
But it's just like you were suddenly just like feeling the brunt of that divisiveness because you personally upset some people and it upset you. So now you're just like, oh, everyone must be so divided now. It's like, no, girl, this is how it's always been. But and so the fact that it feels like such a selfish thing to say, where it's just like, well, suddenly I feel like this divisiveness, and so like I regret doing that.
Well, I do think a lot of his career was built on the fact that people could see themselves in him. Like they're like, oh, I think he might be a little bit of my race, or like, oh, he could be Republican or Democrat. So like shattering a little bit of that probably was upsetting for some of those.
He's very used to being like a ubiquitously loved person and everything. I imagine that is like startling when you're experiencing that for the first time. But like, girl, you got to get over that.
Yes,
like,
you got to stand for something.
When this is on the line, when this election and this like horrible person is running, is like that's on the line, and like democracy's on the line.
Exactly.
Like, no, just please spare me.
Right.
Yeah. So we wish everyone the best.
We wish we do.
Vote for Joe Biden. Thank you very much.
Did you see Reese Witherspoon is working on a Legally Blonde TV series with Amazon? I think that's great. I don't know if this is what they were initially working on for Legally Blonde 3, if it's becoming a TV show, if it's something separate. But of course, my first and only question, are the songs in it? Are you putting the songs from the musical in the fucking TV show? Because I'd watch that. I would accept that. If you don't feel like making a really musical film of the stage show, that's fine. Put the songs in the fucking TV show. Make it Glee for Legally Blonde kids. You look mad. You don't like the idea, but whatever. I want the songs.
I hate that idea.
I want the songs.
If I get Legally Blonde the musical, the songs, I want the full package of Legally Blonde the musical together. But it was written as one musical, one story. Let's go. That's how I want it.
What if the options are TV series with the songs or no Legally Blonde musical on film, tape, anywhere? Which would you prefer?
Then I don't need it.
Wow.
I don't need it. Sorry.
I want the best versions of those songs. I want new versions. I love the versions of the songs we have, but sure. I want to watch it. I want to be able to rewatch it over and over in whatever form it is. That YouTube version of the MTV stream or whatever is not high quality enough for me.
Let's work on getting that high quality.
Yes, if we get that in HD or 4K, it's 2024. Shit.
Yeah.
Then maybe we can work with that. I want something like that.
But like having it spread apart as like a TV show, and it's just like, then what do we do when we run out of the songs? Like, I don't know. This feels like it could just be a mess. And I think the Legally Blonde musical is very well crafted, and a lot of work was put into that. And do
you have high hopes for the TV show on its own, sans music?
I guess. I guess.
You just don't care. Otherwise,
yeah, this like a TV show reboot thing doesn't really excite me. Okay. But it could be good. I'm glad people are getting employed. Mm-hmm. People are getting paid. Yes. We love maybe some character actress that we know from a movie 20 years ago. We'll get a series regular. We'll be playing Paulette. That's a perfect role for what's her name in Abbott Elementary. Let's go.
Well, she already had it. Like, she's already got her thing. Let some new character actress
that's true.
We hadn't thought about in a minute.
There are enough character actresses to go around.
Absolutely. Sacha Baron Cohen and Isla Fisher are divorcing. They announced it kind of in an odd way on their Instagram stories. They have a picture up of the two of them in I don't know if they were really playing tennis, if these are Halloween tennis outfits. And Isla says, after a long tennis match lasting over 20 years, we are finally putting our rackets down. In 2023, we jointly filed to end our marriage. We have always prioritized our privacy and have been quietly working through this change. We forever share in our devotion, blah, 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 privacy. Why? What's the tennis match? Why do we need to be making a metaphor in our divorce announcement?
You know what? If Sacha Baron Cohen is going to do something, it's going to be weird.
It is true.
It's going to be a weird way. And I saw this and I was just like, oh, how are we going to announce it when we suddenly are not doing two gay matches?
I think we got to do this exactly.
Oh my God. Incredible. I don't know. This will be a long way down the line. I feel like people will have forgotten about
we'll announce it because one of us will have died.
We have to plan out our breakup announcement now so it can be like the most epic thing ever. Right. And by then we'll be the only ubiquitous thing on the planet.
True. I think we got to leave it to the kids to figure out. Okay. Our kids at the time, they can figure out how they want to tell them.
We'll have hired a PR person who can really
hopefully
give us some idea. We should hire Sacha Baron Cohen to be our PR person. He's got ideas galore.
I also wondered, was this related to, did you see Rebel Wilson's coming out with a book? Which, by the way, one of those quotes was crazy. Did you see the thing she was talked about Adele? I don't have the quote in front of me, but she's like, I just know Adele hates me. Every time I see her at an event and we lock eyes, she turns away. And I can tell that she doesn't want to be compared to fat Rebel Wilson. It's like, you made that all up. None of that is based on fact. That's all something you created in your head. Wild, wild, wild. But something that seems to be more legitimate is apparently there are claims against Sacha Baron Cohen in the book that Sacha Baron Cohen's team is trying to stop from being released or that part removed, whatever. And I'm like, does that tie into this?
I don't know.
Divorce announcement?
I don't know.
That Adele thing was wild, though.
I know.
I was like, wait, what did Adele say to you or do to you? It's like, oh, nothing?
Yeah, it's like, okay, have that thought in your head maybe if you get a gut feeling, but don't publish that. Don't publish that. You are above that.
You should, yes, you should be, absolutely.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, so I think that's it for me. Do you have any other news for idiots we should be discussing today?
I don't think so.
Okay, well, we're going to take a quick break and then be back with more Two Gay Mats, the podcast.
Good job, guys.
Let's do the ad before I forget.
The ad.
And only half of you will see it.
Whatever, it's fine. The other half will be
just talking.
Delighted to know that we're still here.
We are still here.
Yeah, you get to see extra bonus content. If you would like to see more bonus content, go to Patreon.
JJ, Dua Lipa's pregnant, and then response, I just lied for fun. JJ, what's happening?
JJ causing chaos.
I know. So this is a chaotic fucking podcast recording tonight.
It was giving when Lena Dunham said Odell Beckham ignored her because he wasn't attracted to her.
It's like you can't. And the thing is, we've all thought things like this, of course, but you can't publish that.
You can't publish that.
That's literally based on nothing.
I know. Have the facts. Have the receipts in front of you.
Yes, absolutely. You must.
But
Montana says The Rock single-handed created the division in politics. He did. It was
power.
all the power
I
of The
didn't
Rock.
even know he endorsed anybody in 2020.
I didn't either.
Like, I didn't
that
know.
forgot me.
I know Taylor did. That was a big deal.
Oh, she better again this year.
Oh, I think they're waiting for the right moment.
Okay,
to
I'm
do
sure.
it.
Yes, no, there's a right moment.
I think if they could get her to introduce Joe at the Democratic National Convention,
I don't know that she would do that.
like make a speech there.
I don't know.
That would be
it'd be iconic,
incredible.
but like
That campaign has the money to do it. They have so much cash on hand.
It's
that campaign,
true.
so good for them.
Lauren didn't get the ad.
Oh,
yes,
hi, you're
I love that some
here.
people get the ad, some people don't.
I know.
I vote for gay men are like elephants for the official 2 Gay Hats T-shirt.
A quote by Libby Santini.
Yes, we'll just take it and run with it. Yeah, at some point I'll come up with new merch. But guys, we have a lot on our damn plate. we have a lot on our damn plate.
Maybe the second half of the year where we're not doing shit.
I know exactly.
Wait
new
until-
video merch drop.
Wait until my memoir where I confirm the rumors that the Matts do in fact hate me. No, Montana, we
no,
love you.
we love. Oop, no ad for Matt for Moop. We got the ad.
We got the ad.
We got the ad. So
Hey,
if you
we're
didn't get it, you're
buying
lucky.
whatever they're selling.
Oh my God. Also, Ricardo, if you need help joining the Discord, let us know. There's a link in once you join the Patreon, and click this link on how to connect your Patreon to the Discord. That's the way you get it.
Oh my God, Taylor Swift announcing Reputation Taylor's version of the DNC.
Guys.
I mean, it would be iconic. I
don't think we need that.
It would be so inappropriate and so iconic.
Oh, there's a new Billy teaser. Do we have songs,
Do we have
or
a
is it
song?
just
does the 2 Gay Mats have to stay to react to anything?
I don't think it's coming out tonight. Probably something on Thursday.
Oh Jesus. Okay, well.
Which, by the way, anything besides, I don't want to react to a third Dua Lipa single before that album comes out and has 11 songs on it.
Yeah.
I want to.
We need to save something for the
the
May 3rd release.
I saw Billy and Claro were spotted having lunch. Who is Claro? Sorry if I am.
Tell us who Claro is.
Is Claro like a pop star that I don't know about? Go look her up.
Sure, they're very nice.
American singer-songwriter. 25 years old.
Okay. She seems very nice.
She seems great. Born in 1998.
Okay.
All right. She's got youth.
Palmer, I did not know if you forgot or didn't want to mention it, but there was a 4.8 magnitude.
Oh, right.
In North Central New Jersey Friday morning. I can't remember.
Yeah, we could talk about that. I did forget about that.
Me, my family's fine.
OMG, no, please react to Dua's new song. We'll react to it on the fucking stream of the album. I won't listen to it. Maybe Matt Steele will. I don't know.
I won't listen to it. I'll keep it.
I can't listen to another fucking single. Too many pre-release singles is annoying.
Because then what are we
doing for the album?
Because whenever
party?
we on the live streams and we're reacting to full albums and we get to a song I already know, I'm kind of just oh, what do I do for this? I already, what can we say other than this is good?
Exactly. So yeah,
we want to give you guys good content for the live listening party. We'll have a new music video too, at least the video with the album reaction.
The earthquake was
Patreon.
Yeah, maybe for Patreon only. Cute of people to think Rebel Wilson to think that people don't like her because of her weight. Tough. I mean, Rebel. I don't know much about her. I just do. I mean, unfortunately for her and for me, my first thought is the cat scene when I think of Rebel Wilson these days.
Cats is my first thought when you mention anything. You mention
right
a skyline, cats. A penny. Cats.
Have you watched it even recently?
Oh, I watch clips sometimes. I'm let me watch.
Do you own it?
No,
in one way?
I actually don't own it.
That's
no,
interesting.
I should.
I would think you did.
I streamed that movie cast recording though. Some of those new orchestrations go off, guys. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I'll take your word
Jellicle
for it.
Cats goes off.
I have never been more upset.
And
than
Old
being in
Deuteronomy, that number, stunningly filmed.
Okay.
Beautiful.
I wanna. We love everyone here and sponsored by us merch. I mean, it is all sponsored by us. Wild Card Alive. Hi.
Hello, don't judge me.
We won't judge you budgeting.
Don't judge me. Why would we judge you budgeting? Budgeting's good.
Budgeting is good. You guys don't know Claro. Her songs Sophia and Pretty Girl were pretty viral on YouTube, TikTok.
Okay.
Unfortunately, she peaked at Pitch Perfect. A Rebel. Ooh, okay, Claro. Maybe she'll pop. But hey, we didn't know Chapel Roan until several months ago, and now we love her.
I quite liked. Isn't it Romantic? Is that the movie? Is that what the movie was? The movie where she was her own little rom-com spoof off of a rom where she suddenly woke up and she was in a rom-com or something. Isn't it Romantic?
That sounds right.
I thought that movie was good. Taylor progressed beyond the need for traditional pop promo.
Yeah.
I mean, sure. Cats versus Babylon, which would you take? They're both needed. They're both important.
I think you would pick Babylon.
Well,
over
I
Cats.
mean.
Yeah. At the end of the day, like I think you had fun with Cats and there were moments you liked, but I feel like you legitimately believe Babylon is excellent.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
I don't believe I know.
All right, that's what I'm saying. And that's just what I'm saying. I'm just from what I'm hearing to my right.
I don't believe I know. This
Yes.
is something I feel deep down in my bones.
Hey, I love a good pop rollout as much as the next gay, but 2 pre-release singles max is my feeling.
Sure. Sponsored by Usmer. I just watched the How to Be Single movie of hers. It was cute enough. Cool. Ray performed on SNL.
Oh, I saw a clip of her doing, I think, Escapism. It was amazing. So talented.
Cats always scare me a little bit. All those giant human-sized cats singing.
It's scary. The movie's scary.
But the thing is, are they cat-sized humans or are they human-sized cats?
I just feel like I've thought about cats a little bit too much today. So I'd love to move on.
Babylon or La La Land.
Ooh,
Different
great.
sensations. Different sensations. They're both sister movies.
I like that first one. The one with the drums.
Whiplash.
Yes.
It has a title.
That's the one. I think of it.
Call Her by Her Name.
The one with the drums is what it is in my book.
Whiplash. 2014. We were all there. Except you. I remember when we turned it off and you were just like, I didn't like that ending. It was too long. And I was like,
Was that the Whiplash ending?
yeah.
I don't remember it. So
It was.
Was it long?
It's basically one giant like jazz number, but like the way it's done is out of control. Out of control. Out of control.
Out of control. Yes.
And you were just like, that was too long. And I was like, Matt Palmer, go back to your room.
Maybe I thought it was too long. Maybe I had some points.
JoJo has done
we have
some
talked about JoJo. JoJo's done some bad stuff. I can't get behind anything she does. I that's what I understand. I don't know what the stuff is, but I've heard that she's done problematic stuff. But and that's JoJo Siwa, not JoJo period, who has done nothing wrong ever.
JoJo period is perfect. Joanna
Perfection.
Levesque is a perfect human being.
The queen.
The real question is, will Song of the Year go to 16 Carriages or Karma? I don't know. The competition is too fierce.
At first, I thought you meant Taylor Swift's Karma, and I was like, I think that was already not nominated. But yes. No.
Don't tell her it wasn't nominated.
Sorry.
Upset.
She had Anti-Hero.
She got upset that she wants it all.
She can have it all.
Every song. We have 16 nominees for Song of the Year. Somebody
Oh
needs
my
to
God,
submit a Patreon
Peter.
question. JoJo Siwa album. I'm not above it.
Matt Steele loves like begging for a patron request.
There are cats in the human world, but some things are their size and some things aren't. Why would the humans of London have a wanted sign for McCavity? They want to know the crimes of a cat. But maybe they would. Maybe he's that bad of a cat.
Oh.
Is this a safe space? I thought La La Land was.
I'm
Robbie,
with
this
you,
is no
Robbie.
longer a safe
It is very
space
safe
I'm
because
about
I'm
to
with you.
crawl through the screen and getcha.
Didn't like it.
I'm so sorry for all of you who didn't get it.
I wish JoJo Period stayed making pop music. Her R&B music's great.
Yeah.
That last album's really good.
JoJo period can do whatever she wants.
Absolutely. She went through so much.
Yeah, no. She can do
Let her
whatever
do
she
whatever
wants.
she
She can
wants.
sing the damn ABCs and we will support it.
Apparently JoJo's new song is a Can't Be Tamed outtake. I read that too. I don't know if that's true, but it's funny to me because the chorus of Karma is better than Can't Be Tamed, guys. So Miley should have used that chorus.
We said it.
It's time to say it.
Yeah, I didn't know Can't Be Tamed. I didn't know anything of Miley's until Party in the USA. And then after that, it was just right to We Can't Stop.
Yeah. Yeah, because we were adults, yeah. Like that, none of it.
Yeah,
had to do with us.
Hannah Montana was not our
No,
generation
no.
of television. All the machine of the Disney Channel,
Right.
the actors turned singers. I'm kind of just like, nah, not really.
Right. The moment they really cross over and do legitimate adult music, I'll listen to it. But the halfway there stuff, I was like, oh, I don't care. Coming for you, supremacy. Yes, JoJo. Period.
I'm sorry, I'm uncultured. I guess I just couldn't get into the La La Land, but I did love Benj and Justin. Okay.
Is that?
It doesn't mean you're
songwriters?
uncultured. I just want you to give it another watch.
Hey, is that the Pasek guy? The guy who did
Pasek and Paul.
Yeah,
they
Pasek
did Dear Evan Hansen.
Oh.
and,
some great songs on Dear Evan Hansen.
Wait, I was listening to Waving Through a Window yesterday. I was singing it in my car, and I was just like, "Fuck yes!"
That's a great song.
That's a song.
That's a great
That's
song.
a fucking song.
That song for forever. Excellent. What a 1-2 punch.
Better chorus, y'all tripping. At least not with JoJo. Listen,
I
we're
mean,
talking about the
not-
writing.
Yes,
of
the
chorus.
writing. She can't sing. We all know
think
that.
her voice is fine for a pop song.
Have you seen the video of her singing?
live?
in the
I
car?
don't need that.
It's roof. It's like I love everyone. It's not singing. It's truly yelling.
You know what? But guys, she can dance her ass off.
She can.
She's got some flair.
Yes.
I say let her try.
Yeah.
You know, it's not hurting anybody.
Did you know that Hannah Montana's first album and Taylor's first album were released on the same day in 2006? Wow, what a time.
I bet Post Malone is also on JoJo's album. Bring Post Malone everywhere.
I mean, he's on everything.
Benji and Justin wrote the music for La La Land and Dear Evan Hansen. They only wrote the lyrics for La La Land.
Oh.
Justin Hurwitz wrote the.
Does that mean they wrote Never Enough from Greatest Showman?
They wrote Never Enough, yeah. They're great.
That's a great song.
So, yeah. Yeah,
Great
they just did the lyrics for La La Land. Let's give Justin Hurwitz some flowers.
It's Traitor. That's what she was singing. She was singing Olivia Rodrigo's Traitor in the car.
Oh, yes, Traitor.
Another great song.
Great song.
Not a great song.
Oh, when I get to that song on that album, I am just like, I feel like I'm 12 years old and I don't care. Like, I'm feeling everything.
I
It's like,
know.
you better fucking get him.
You better get him.
him.
I know.
Amazing.
You didn't cheat. You're
great.
still a traitor.
JoJo singing Traitor and Millie Bobby Brown singing Imagine, which is worse. I don't think throwing her head and legs around is considered dancing, and the singing is rough. The dancing's great. I'm sorry.
I mean,
she can dance.
She can dance. I didn't think the choreography was like great.
Sure,
in the video,
whatever.
but like she can.
I don't know.
Dance.
I thought the choreography was fine.
A Britney Stan calling out non-singers. You need to give Britney's voice more grace. She absolutely could outsing JoJo Siwa. Give me a break.
Also, I like that JoJo was like, I'm the first of my age to reinvent themselves at this level. And I'm like, yeah, girl, because you're the first one who needed
Lauren, everyone's got some sassy feelings today.
When you're JoJo Siwa and your brand is that extreme in the kids section, like JoJo Siwa was more kids than Miley Cyrus was. Than any, like JoJo Siwa was like
also
young.
She's older than they are. Like she's always older than I think she is, right? Like is she like 20 maybe?
I think she's like 20. Sure.
Yeah, she's 20. But I feel like when she was doing like full kids, she was like 17. And I was like, that's old for doing like kids. Maybe that's like the Wiggles or whatever, but
listen, hey, when the ponytail is pulled real tight, it gets rid of all your wrinkles.
I don't think at 17 she had wrinkles. Have we talked about Found Heaven? I don't know what Found Heaven is.
Found Heaven. Let us know. Let's not let JoJo try for now. She supports James Charles. Colleen Ballinger was supposedly abusive to the girl. Ooh. I don't know, guys.
I don't know that. But again, we love JoJo, period. JoJo, not Siwa.
Joanna
Levesque. Joanna Levesque.
Get out.
Leave.
Right now.
Do you know that I always thought she was saying loser in that chorus?
Yes, I know. You tell us.
It's all because it's always true. It's always true. And no one believed me. And fucking, when was it? It was in early high school. No one believed me. And on those re-records, it's so very clear that she's saying loser. And I'm like, I knew it. Everyone needs to apologize.
I mean,
to
it's
me.
the same way you knew, like, literally Riverdance started, and you were just like, Ray wrote this.
I didn't even say Ray wrote it. I just said it
like,
reminded
this sounds like
me
Ray.
of Ray. Yes.
Yeah. It's like the Wiggles going, we're the first to rebrand. I would kind of love to see it.
That would be funny.
JoJo does the human form of Lisa Frankfurter. I mean, yeah, it's the brand.
That is the brand.
Yeah. Not the.
Yeah, I know. I was worried about the JoJo for a minute there, but I'm glad she's all good.
No, the JoJo
Done
is everything we need in a person. Everything. Give her everything.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And the little clips I saw of her in the Moulin Rouge musical. I'm just
Oh my God.
yes!
Yes. I know. I would argue Zendaya also did a pretty swift rebrand from Disney, but she isn't like a pop star. So Zendaya, I really don't know what Zendaya did before like Greatest Showman.
Oh,
she
was on a Nickelodeon dance show.
A dance
like it was
show?
her and another girl, and they were like, "We dance." Like I forget what it was, but I don't.
Dance.
But yeah, it was like they did dance. But then she did come out with a pop album with a song.
Did she?
She did, and the song is called "Replay." And that was a great song, actually. It was very much like Cassie of that generation. She sang pretty well. I don't know. I knew who she was. But my first memory of her, I think, is when she was in that last shot of Lemonade. Remember that? When Beyonce has all those girls there. I was like, oh, and that's that girl Zendaya.
I see my first memory of Zendaya
Shake
is
It Up.
She was always just like a girl who would be on red carpets for something to be like, and Zendaya's here. And I would just be like, okay, she's pretty.
Very pretty.
She's pretty.
Yes.
I don't know what she's doing, what she does, like what she's doing, but like.
And hey, I'm about to see her in IMAX for my birthday.
I know. IMAX having a threesome with two boys.
Absolutely.
Good for her.
Good for her.
You could also see her in Dune on
I could
IMAX.
see her in Dune.
Yeah. Okay.
You know I don't care about that.
Dune was great though.
Oh. Bella Thorne, yes, she was the other dancer in that Shake It Up show. And she's in Enduring Freedom, yes.
Conan Gray, Valentine. Everyone's been talking about, like, we've gotten a lot of comments.
Hey,
on our videos
I
recently
love
about
that
Conan
first
Gray.
Conan Gray album is excellent. It's so fucking
I told you
good.
my straight friend loves Conan Gray.
Really?
Like, he's just like, he's fucking amazing.
Good for him.
I haven't listened to the album.
I'm so glad I didn't go to bed. Hi, loves from Chicago. Hi, Sam.
Hello.
Thank you for being here. Sabrina Carpenter's music did a huge rebrand. If you listen to the lyrics versus her Disney music and her outfits now, it's still very pop, just not as noticeable. Interesting. Yeah, I knew she had a bunch of albums before Emails I Can't Send, but it feels like Emails I Can't Send is the one that I should have started with. And maybe I'm wrong in that, but it feels like this is like her.
The Control.
Yeah. So it's her first album to me.
This is where it begins. Benson Boone's album surprised me. It's pretty good. Who's that?
TikTok artist.
Okay.
But he has had a big hit. I think it might go number one
We
at some
love
point.
success. See, everyone is in their own little bubbles.
Yes, exactly.
I don't know nothing about it if
Yeah.
it's on TikTok.
Right.
Even though I'm on TikTok, whatever. Wait.
Are you on TikTok?
I have an account.
That's good.
Wait, I am a fan. I meant newish fan. It's fine. You're still a fan.
Yeah, it's good.
Look at the Found Heaven album cover. Very David Bowie. I think I could be wrong.
Okay.
I knew the name Zendaya, but didn't watch any of her work. I knew she was in consideration for the Aaliyah movie Wendy Williams produced.
Oh, I didn't realize there was an Aaliyah movie that
I
Wendy
remember
Williams
hearing
produced.
about that. And
Did it come out?
I don't remember.
Interesting. I missed that.
Maisie is opening for Conan on his American tour.
Oh, great.
Yes, Maisie, Hive. Let's go.
Yes.
Did you guys see when Conan Gray said he was too busy on tour to listen to Midnight?
Well, he's like Olivia Rodrigo's best friend. So.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, putting those pieces together.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't want to.
I mean, we don't know. I don't know Conan Gray,
We don't know Olivia.
but
we don't know.
we don't know.
It could just be
we've
rumors.
heard.
It could be rumors.
I feel like because someone reposted some like an original tweet around like the Fearless re-release or whatever of Conan Gray and Olivia Rodrigo. Like I don't know if they were hired or if they were just requested to like do promo for this re-release, and they did. They were like jumping on beds, being like, "This is one of our favorite records. We love Taylor." Blah blah blah. And between then and now, it's crickets. Something occurred. We don't know what. Something occurred.
We don't know.
We don't. All right, we're ready for part 2.
All right, let's go.
Act 2.
Let me stretch.
Okay, all right.
Oh God.
The Aaliyah movie is awful. Okay, good to know.
How can we watch the Aaliyah movie?
The Aaliyah movie came out 2014 on Lifetime.
Oh, that was a long time
ago.
And Aaliyah's music was featured in the movie. I mean, at that point, it wasn't even on Spotify.
And that her weird uncle is always weird about that. Best track from Cowboy Carter. I'm a daughter person. Would you say Daughter the best track on the album?
I don't know what I would call the best. My top 3 are Daughter, Two Most Wanted, Levi's Jeans, American Requiem, maybe Tyrant.
Tyrant.
Or I'm forgetting.
I'm going to be honest, and I hate to be this person. And I like the song. It's just a lot. I generally skip American Requiem when I start that album now. I go straight to Blackbird. And I like American Requiem, but it's just a lot. You know what I'm saying?
But you need it to experience the full album.
I
You
know,
need to be able, it's like being like, oh, I'm going to see Fiddler on the Roof and skip tradition.
Sure.
Sums it all up.
It's a great song, but it's just overwhelming. It's a bit to me, and so I'm like, and then Blackbird is just so beautiful.
And then like Blackbird into 16 Carriages.
Yes,
I
into
love-
Protector. Then that run
Protector's
is just
great. No one's talking about Protector enough.
They should be.
Protector's great.
Protector is excellent.
Yeah. Oh, it's beautiful. I think 16 Carriages could win Song of the Year.
Interesting.
I think
could
that
see
could
that.
win Song of the Year.
Jay Christian, I read that and it was rude.
What did Jay say? I want to see. I want to see.
Palmer, you're tasteless. It's overwhelming. I like it. I do like it.
I wish American Requiem was labeled as an introduction or thesis and not a song as a song. I think it's more difficult to listen to.
It's just I don't. It's just like tough. Like it's like ooh. Yeah, is great. Yaya's up there for me, absolutely.
American Requiem is my favorite. Unsubscribing.
You just became a patron,
Just
Ricardo.
became a patron too. We lost him.
Whatever. We'll take that $5.
Wow.
Take that back. We liked
Wow.
you. Isaac! Some of us can have opinions. My God. I didn't even say I didn't like it. Y'all are sensitive.
You want to hear my controversial opinion about Cowboy Carter, like the track
Oh,
list?
Lord. Here we go.
So that the heat can be off of you?
Yes.
Yaya's near the bottom for me.
Wow! That's much worse than what I said.
Sorry.
That is much.
It's near the and I still like it. I still like it.
Why?
It's a little all over the place.
Oh, this is
And
shocking.
also, like, does it have a chorus?
It doesn't need one.
I know,
It's
like
feeling.
it's hooks, it's hooks,
Yes.
and those verses like are good.
Yes.
I can't say it hits for me like it hits for other people.
Whoa.
I
This
still
is
like
wild.
it, but
I would vote that Matt Steele's take is wilder than mine.
well, hey, I'm here.
That is wild to me.
You're not getting me to leave.
God, the girls are so pissed. We need to record the second half. Thank God that wasn't on the podcast.
Everyone can watch it on our YouTube channel.
I'll cut that part out.
I'm still saying it's good. I'm still saying it's quite good. But people were on here comparing it to Get Me Bodied.
I would say it is of the Cowboy Carter era. It is the Get Me Bodied.
Sure, yeah, in terms of like energy and
Yes,
everything.
it feels like the most like classic Beyonce sound.
Sure, yeah. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't move me as much as it seems to move other people.
Okay. God, look at you. They're pissed. Well, thank you for jumping in. I guess
it is very fun, and I'm sure like when I see her perform it live,
That's
I will
the
be
thing.
like, never mind.
That's like the one I want to see her perform the most.
Sure. Yes.
Like,
yeah. I guarantee you, if I were to ever see her perform it live, I'd be like, I was tasteless on April 7th, 2024. But
hey,
don't say y'all like as if it's both of us. He's the one that loves trefoils.
And trefoils are great. Michael Smith. Okay. Yes, I'm glad my canceling got Uno reversed.
The bees came out for Palmer, but the wasps got Steele.
People are pissed. Tyrant is excellent.
Oh, Tyrant's excellent. Yeah.
Excellent.
I've been here for 10 years. I need to reconsider this. Yeah, Tyrant's excellent. It's clear who is the man of the people. Palmer, I declare you my favorite.
You were literally just mad at me, but I will take it. But I will not justice for Yaya. Guys, maybe it just hasn't clicked for you. Give it a few more.
It clicks better when I'm listening to it in the car.
I believe that.
When it's in the headphones, I'm kind of just like, oh, yeah. Yeah.
That is crazy to me.
But like when it's in the car, I was like, okay, I'm warming up to this.
Okay. Well, yes, maybe more car listens will get you where you need to
And
go.
I'm saying it's good, guys. I'm saying it's good and enjoyable, and like Beyonce's amazing. It's just like if I had to rank everything, not everything can be in the top half.
That is true. Everything can't be the number one, but it's close to my top. Like, it might be in my top 5. Yeah.
Okay.
And
that's fair.
Thank you.
If it was your number one, I'd be like Palmer.
I mean, daughter exists,
Yes,
darling.
let's go.
But it's up there.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
Still created the vinyls confirmed. I know, and that's why when everyone was just like, Yaya's not on the vinyls, I was just like, oh no.
God, stop talking and press record, girl.
Okay.
Oh, 2 hands haven't. Okay, gotta go.
All right, we're back, guys.
We are
It's getting wild in the chat, so we
Yes.
just had to turn it on. We had to keep going.
We had some discussions about some tracks on the Cowboy Carter album that may have ended with people yelling at us, so we're just going to pretend that never happened.
Guys, it wouldn't be 2 gay mats without gay people screaming at each other.
I know. That's kind of the thesis statement.
Because what do we say? Gay men are like elephants. They don't forget.
We really don't.
Yeah.
So for me, I just want to say thank you so much for listening or watching the podcast. It means so much to us. Please make sure to go to your Apple Podcast or Spotify and leave us a 5-star rating and or review. Only 5 stars are accepted. It helps us so much with the algorithm. We want as many listeners to hear this podcast as possible. Thank you for listening. If you really enjoy us, make sure to go to patreon.com/2gaymats for extra bonus content. You can join the Discord and just meet a bunch of friends you haven't met yet. And for certain tiers, you can request that we review or react to something of your choosing. Also, we have a live show happening in less than a month in LA. So if you're in the Southern California area, please click the Eventbrite link in this episode description and buy tickets to our show. We're going to be there. It's going to be recording this podcast live in front of an audience for the first time. It's going to be so much fun, and we hope to see you there.
You almost called them a studio audience.
I did almost.
I heard that.
I was thinking about it.
But we should call them a studio
Why
audience.
not?
Everywhere we are becomes a studio.
I think that's a beautiful way to look at it.
Thank you. So, guys, this is Email My Heart. This is the section of the podcast where we answer any questions that you guys might have.
Yes.
You can be a part of Email My Heart if you email us at 2gaymats@gmail.com. 2 is spelled TWO.
Yes.
So we got some emails. We got some questions. First one comes from Nina. And, of course, it is a Beyonce question. It's just going to be... The Beyonce is just going to be prevalent until Taylor releases.
It's that time of year.
And then it's going to be Taylor for a whole month. But Nina has a great question, actually. Nina says, hi, Matt. Congrats on the success of your Cowboy Carter reaction video.
Thank you.
As I watch all the fanfare around Beyonce's latest era, I'm curious if you two can think of any live performances that changed the narrative around a musical artist. Personally, I think Beachella/Homecoming created a public respect for Beyonce's intellect. Beyonce was always considered a legend as I was growing up. Beautiful, talented, hardworking, but I feel like it wasn't until Beachella/Homecoming that the general public, not just the Beehive, has really clung on to the idea that Beyonce is a genius. I have heard her referred to as a Black historian and a cultural preservationalist. Now, a preservationist, sorry. Now people read into the significance of what she's wearing, album art, the places she spotted, etc. I recently saw someone make a video on the history of Texas Boo and Japanese music culture just because Beyonce held a meet and greet in Japan. It's almost funny because I am sure there are some things she probably just does for fun that we now read into because of this new narrative around her. Can you think of any musical artists that have experienced a similar narrative shift with a live performance?
Unfortunately, I can only think of shifts downward. Like, I feel like it's very uncommon for a live performance to really propel your career in that way. I think Homecoming is different because obviously there was the performance, but there was also a documentary that was edited, and you know, it was very purposeful the way that it was all done. And not to say it wasn't genius, but if it was just people watching the live stream of our performance, would it have had the same impact? Probably not, because you wouldn't know every intention behind every movement.
The thing with Beyonce's career, though, is like there are several moments where I'm just like, oh, this was such a shift in trajectory, and it just catapulted her even more, which is like amazing that someone has that much in their like career, has done that much in their career.
It's true.
But yeah, as for in terms of like live Beyonce performances, I will say, I guess like the Beachella performance,
of course,
like in terms of like ones that people talked about, like the general public talked about for the longest time afterwards.
Right. And I think for Beyonce, at least for me, and I don't know that so many people saw this performance, but I feel like that Beyonce performance of Deja Vu at the BET Awards, and I assume 2006, is really one that sticks out in my mind of like transition from, oh, she's a great pop artist who's doing her own thing post Destiny Child, to like, oh no, she is like a firecracker and a performer of the generation. Like, it's the most like Tina Turner-esque thing you've ever seen. There's just so much soul in that performance. I recommend you watch it.
Oh, it's amazing. But I wouldn't say that like, because I had never seen that performance until you showed it to me like many years later.
Sure.
And so I think in terms of like ubiquitous, we're talking about ubiquitousness again.
Right.
I think the Beachella is kind
But
of,
we're not talking about Beyonce.
We're not talking about Beyonce.
The other artists we're talking about. The downward shifts that I'm thinking of are Ashley Simpson on SNL. Like, that is a career-defining performance in a way that is tough and not completely fair. Janet Jackson, obviously, at the Super Bowl. Downward shift, 100% not fair. There is nothing fair about what happened to her at the end of that. And then I also think a big thing that this artist has bounced back from, even though she's not my favorite, that Lana Del Rey SNL performance was a really tough moment that I feel like has been long forgotten because people respect her songwriting so much, and she has become a critical darling and has this legion of fans. But like, that was very much like, who is this girl? Where did she come from? She's such a fake. She's such a fraud. People were looking up her old albums with her old, persona and her like real name. And it just was a really tough time. So the fact that she has bounced back and become such a mainstay in pop music after that is beyond impressive.
I would say also Britney, VMAs.
Oh,
that was something everyone was talking about.
Thinking of the good ones.
What?
I was thinking of the Slave for You ones and the Oops, I Did It Again.
Sure, yeah, but
ones.
I think that VMA performance really like affected her like career as well, because I think that was when a lot of people sort of saw and were just like, what's happening, It
was a tough time, but I feel like the press at that point had already turned against
her.
Like, it almost felt like a cherry on top of a negative string.
But I think this was the first time people were seeing it like live in action, moving around them, and not like paparazzi pictures.
Right.
So that's upsetting. But like good ones. Let's focus on the good shit.
I cannot think of a good one.
The only one I can really think of right now is I will say the Brit Awards with the Spice Girls, Jerry in the Union Jack dress.
Right.
I think that was the moment where people in America really started becoming aware of like the imagery of the Spice Girls. I think that was a moment that really solidified their imagery as a group. And I mean that the Spice Girls like imagery was such a huge like part of who they were as a group. It was so iconic, and that Union Jack dress with the little black panties peeking through it, like is just such a moment that I remember as a kid, like a live performance that like that was an image that was sort of like everywhere after that, in a good way.
Absolutely.
So that's I guess my answer.
Yeah, I would say for positives, I would say those Britney VMA performances, the first like 3 in a row, were absolutely excellent.
Yeah.
I think also that Madonna, not that like Madonna was already Madonna at this point, but that Like a Virgin at the VMAs that she did, but way back in the day, almost put like the VMAs on the map. You know what I'm saying? Like people forget how giant of an artist she was and how important everything she did was at that point. And so I would go back and watch that. And like, I was not alive and cognizant for that performance. And I was alive but not cognizant for when Mariah Carey came out in 1990 before her album, I think before even her single had dropped, and she sang America the Beautiful at the NBA Finals. I feel like it just like very brilliantly set the stage for her first single, for Vision of Love, that like she's an artist to be taken seriously in a world of, you know, dance pop late 80s, and like moving into 1990, here comes a big vocalist. I'd recommend everyone watch America the Beautiful from 1990 by Miss Mariah Carey.
What year was Whitney's national anthem?
Well, absolutely, that is one. Whitney's, I think, was 92. I want to say maybe 91.
Okay, so
Yes.
she was already Whitney Houston at that point.
But she was a little bit, it was pre-Bodyguard and post I'm Your Baby Tonight, which was kind of an underperformer, at least by Whitney Houston standards. So like, as crazy as it sounds of like Whitney Houston needing a comeback, I think that did get her on the right trajectory leading into the Bodyguard. And we all know what happened there. That all worked out.
Sure.
That all worked
out well for her.
It really did.
So yeah, interesting.
All right.
So next question comes to us from T. T, I love the subject line, F them kids. My name is T, and I am a godmother of four-year-old twin boys. My best friend is also a single mother, and she does her absolute best. I love my nephews, but these little boys are bad, and I mean bad. Every Friday, my best friend comes over for a TV movie night, and in most cases has them in tow. This past Friday, it got really bad. One of my nephews jumped on my couch and broke the wood inside it, just literally breaking my couch. After I gathered myself, I kneeled down to correct him, and he spit in my face. I told my friend to take her damn kids and get the fuck out of my house. It has been several days and I'm starting to feel horrible, but I don't know how I can fix this. I've talked to friends and family, but I figured an unbiased opinion could help. What would you do in my situation? God bless you guys. T, you got to reach out to your friend now. like reach out to your friend.
Yeah, because that was, look, that situation does sound bad. If I were you, I'd be very annoyed. I wouldn't take well to anyone, adult or child, spitting in my face. But since it was a child, I'd be like, okay, I understand that you're not a full-fledged human, and be like, you know what? Maybe it's a wrap for today, and like we'll do this again next week. Love you guys. Be on your merry way. It's not going to help to look back at the past 2020 vision,
Sure.
but
and
like,
I totally we've all like lost our cool
Sure,
in
absolutely.
moments and everything. I totally get it. I think it would behoove you to reach out to your friend and to be the person to like apologize
Yes.
and say, I'm so sorry. I lost my temper when I shouldn't have. And I'm sure your friend feels horrible.
I would think
like,
so.
You know, like if like the couch was broken, you know, because, you know, the kids did something and
Right.
the way the kids behaved and everything. But I think it would help things for you to
Yes.
be the person to reach out and apologize and say, I'm so sorry I lost my temper.
Yes.
I love your children.
I shouldn't have used that language around them.
Used that language around
That was
them,
not
you know.
appropriate.
And then I would imagine you would get an apology from your friend.
I would think so.
And then I think like maybe you can work something out where it's just like, you know what, if you can't find someone to watch the kids, maybe we don't do a TV movie night this
Or
week.
we do it at your house.
Or we do it at your house. Or maybe we do something that like will entertain the kids as well.
Yes.
So like they're like able to focus a little more.
Right.
And you know, like they're like, what age did she say they were? 4-year-old. Like that. Like
That's very young.
4-year-old boys. They got energy. They got energy.
Right.
And they're really trying to like test their like everyone's limits.
Yes.
And so
he found yours.
And he definitely tested yours.
Yes.
And so I think now like he knows not to do that.
Yeah,
again.
and I think I don't think it is rude that until you can be certain that they are in a better stage of life as far as breaking things and spitting, that like you do more things out at playgrounds or out at like a friend's house.
Where
Like
there's other kids
Yes.
to entertain them and
Yes.
to occupy them so that you can really focus on your friends
Yes.
and you can see your friends' kids, but also it's not all about your friends' kids. Like you
Yes.
can also spend time with your friends. So, and the thing is like also they're going to be in kindergarten next year. They're going to hopefully, I'm sure, learn quickly.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah, no,
I think there's a big transition from like the like nursery school and preschool age to like kindergarten age, not just because of like the growth in general, like physically what's happening to them. They learn how to behave better, but also just like they are now put in such a structured environment that it will get better.
Yeah. And it's like, if you don't feel comfortable, and I don't think that I would feel like disciplining someone else's child, it's like life will teach them that lesson.
Yep.
Their parents hopefully will teach them, but if they don't, life will teach them, and that'll happen. And they are allowed to come over as soon as they get their stuff together. But until then, you've got to find off-site places to hang out with your friend and their kids at the same time, if that's going to be the thing. Because for me, if that had happened, we'd take a long time until someone else was in my home again. Until one of those kids were like,
so anyone was
my home.
It would scar him for life.
Adults.
No one is allowed. You would become a hermit.
It's a possibility.
You did say you were thinking nostalgically about that pandemic period.
Because I know I didn't have to be bothered with this. No one was breaking my couch.
No one was spitting in your face.
They weren't. Because I was living with you and you never did that.
I know. I thought about it.
Well, I'm glad you didn't, bitch, because that would have really ended the channel. So Matt Steele.
Yes.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
What has been giving you moments,
So
darling?
this is giving me moments. This is the section of the podcast where we talk about what's been giving us moments for the week. And I'm so sorry to talk about Big Brother.
Shock.
Guys, okay, y'all know I'm on a Big Brother Canada journey where I'm trying to get through every season of Big Brother Canada. I started Big Brother Canada 9 about 5 days ago, and I finished it yesterday. Big Brother Canada 9,
okay,
which was in I think probably like January-ish 2021 to like April-ish 2021. So it was like right after the pandemic. I mean, the pandemic was still happening. So like everyone had to be in masks. There couldn't be any studio audience. But when I tell you, this was not just the best season of Big Brother Canada, this would be one of the top maybe like 3 or 4 seasons of Big Brother in general, and one of the best seasons of reality television I have ever seen in my entire life.
Wow.
Every single player was the most self-interested player I have seen in years of watching Big Brother. Each individual person like had their own complete own agenda. No one was falling on knives for anyone except for one iconic moment.
Oh my God.
Like that I could get into, but like I've never seen such a huge group of self-interested players who were not afraid to backstab each other, and even if they had friends, they had their own interests that they were like playing to so hard. And the thing is, like, if I was a producer like on Big Brother, this would be a dream season for me, because like, you know, I love a season of Big Brother that's a little volatile, where they're screaming at each other and like it gets a little dirty sometimes, because you know I'm part of my history is like, you know, the real trashy reality TV of the early 2000s, and you know I'm nostalgic for that. But this, like, there were arguments and stuff, but like everyone was still like respectful and loved each other. Like they could argue and then like the next day be like, weren't we crazy? You know, like
nice.
It was such a clean season of Big Brother in terms of like optics, but also like the gameplay was so cutthroat from literally everyone. And I think it's because usually it's 16 players a season.
Yeah.
This season, because of the pandemic, I'm assuming it had to be small, like shorter. I'm assuming like they couldn't have as many people all together as once. It was only 14 people. And the difference that getting rid of 2 people makes is astronomical, because like you could really focus on more people. Like in the beginning, you got to know everyone, you got to see where everyone was coming from. There are just so many incredible moments. First of all, there's this player, Victoria, who was in there she lasted like several weeks.
Okay.
And spoiler alerts from here on out. And she was just such a dynamite firecracker player. Like she went in and you were like, oh, she's going to be the crazy one, the loud one, the one that's going to be real messy. She played such a smart game that like she kind of like has this personality of just like, oh, she probably doesn't know what she's doing because she's loud. She's like, you know, and but like she was so intelligent. Her moves were so good. She was head of household twice. And every time she like had to tell people what she was doing, she was unapologetic. She was very businesswoman about everything. She like came like unflinching, unapologetically, like being like, this is what I'm doing. And that's what's going to be what it's going to be. And she was just such a great blend of like out there in your face, but also sneaky. There was also a player named Beth. Beth, if you know Big Brother, is the perfect blend of Nicole Franzel and Vanessa from Big Brother 17. Just like that sort of like, oh, I don't know what to do. Like I'm just like a hometown girl. I'm so innocent and everything. But also just the never-ending brain moving like Vanessa of Big Brother 17. She was phenomenal. And the thing is like her personality, I didn't see like the Joker's updates, like websites, like when all this was going on. I imagine like Canada had to not love Beth because Beth's personality was so like aggressive in a way. I love her so hard. She, in the beginning of the season, she had this showmance with this guy, Tashawn. And then and they had like a little showmance together. But then as the season went on, she started to have a showmance with Tashawn's best friend, Jedson. And so these two guys like were vying for her attention. And she was just like, I don't know. I just like them both. And it's like, you better fucking work, bitch. And they were both so hot too. So it's like good for her.
Did they stay friends?
They did. Oh, like they remained.
That's nice.
Until, and this is a big spoiler alert, like, there was another amazing character named Tara, and she was a mother. And the mothers are always like counted out on the seasons. It's always like, oh, they'll probably get carried along, blah, blah, blah. So everyone always assumes this woman, like she in competitions, if things like were not going her way, she was not afraid to be like, this fucking sucks. You're making this mistake. You're making this mistake. She was not afraid to call people out. And the thing is like halfway through the season, she started winning the most clutch competitions like of the season that she like needed to win. And this one head of household she won. She and like a bunch of other people, especially Kiefer, who was like I think played like the best game of the season like as a whole. They convinced, it was Jedson and Beth on the block together, and they were a showmance. They somehow convinced Jedson he won the power of veto, convinced him to take Beth off the block and keep himself on the block. They convinced him, like, we won't vote you out. He's the only player in Big Brother Canada history to ever win the veto and not use it on himself when he's on the block.
Did he get voted out?
He absolutely did.
My God.
And it was one of the most exciting things I've ever watched on a season of Big Brother. It was so good the way they did it. And then it was a double eviction. They got Tara out as well. And so it was Jedson and Tara. They had like, it was like a fake double eviction where like they both had to then compete to see who would then go back into the house. And Tara is just like pissed off because she was like, I just made this huge move and sacrificed everything for all you motherfuckers, and then you're gonna vote me out right after Jedson? Get the fuck out of here. So she goes to Jedson and she's just like screaming, they did this, like essentially just throwing everyone under the bus. And then they had to like, and the entire time during the battle back, you're just like, oh, Jedson is this big athletic guy, like they always win the battle backs. It's always a given. I fucking won the battle back, and it was the most.
I bet she was pissed.
I fucking flatlined. Like it was the most exciting. Like I was up for the past 3 days until like 4:30 in the goddamn morning. Why? Because I was like, I need to finish this season as soon as humanly possible.
Wow.
And the finale, I will say, for as amazing of a season as it was, the finale was a little ho hum by the numbers, but still like a truly wonderful season of television. If I was Big Brother USA and like a producer of that.
Right.
Whenever the future contestants are in sequester, they always give them an old season of Big Brother to watch and binge to be like, this is how the game is played. They need to not show them recent seasons of Big Brother US and show them Big Brother Canada 9, because Big Brother Canada 9 is like how you play Big Brother. Like, and the thing is, like, when Jedson like was about to leave, even Beth, his girlfriend, was just like, "Ooh, I know he saved me and fell on his sword for me and everything, but like, now might be the time to vote him out." And so she voted him out. It was, which is why I love Beth. Good for you, girl. Good for you. And like everything about this season was true. I could get into more details, but my time has expired.
I think it has.
It is a great season of television, like a truly great season of Big Brother. If you are one of the listeners and you're just like, "Will Matt Steele shut up about Big Brother?" And if you're thinking maybe I'll watch one season of Big Brother, this is absolutely one of the ones that could be the ones that you watch.
Okay.
I
hope the next season of Big Brother Canada is as good. You're not caught up yet, are you?
No. I hear 10 is fine, apparently. Cool. I don't know. But yeah, Big Brother 9 is just top tier television.
Wow. So I don't have a lot to say this week because Jackson's out of town, and being the best boyfriend in the fucking world, I have not caught up on Drag Race or either of the summer houses, because those are things we watch together. So I've been like kind of going back to old stuff and watching that. But unfortunately, there is a show on Bravo that Jackson is like, "This is too trashy. I will not watch this." That is fucking excellent.
Why?
And the thing is, when it was announced, I was thinking this is going to be garbage. And when I saw the trailer, the first trailer, I was like, this looks like it's garbage. Then I saw the second trailer and I was like, wait. And this is the new Vanderpump Rules spinoff, The Valley, which is...
I thought it was The Villa.
No, there's two different spinoffs. There's the Vanderpump Villa on Hulu, which I haven't watched yet, but then there's The Valley.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
On Bravo, which is a full, straightforward Vanderpump Rules spinoff. Jax and Brittany, who were kicked off of the Vanderpump Rules back in 2020, and Kristen, who was kicked off as well, and she was kicked off for... racist actions against a former castmate, have now reappeared on The Valley, which is a show about young, like older people than are supposed to be on Vanderpump Rules, even though they're all the same age now. But it's like young 40-year-olds who are like have young families, these like different couples and friends who like want to have kids, and like how are they gonna do adulting? Which again, I'm explaining it to you and it sounds fucking awful, and I'm telling you. The thing is, the show's been like pretty good as it's been going along. The third episode is beyond. It is so good. It is terrifying. It is upsetting. It's beautifully handled. It's like, okay, Kristen has been fired from Vanderpump Rules for being racist. And that everyone knows it. We're not talking about it. But for whatever reason, Kristen in episode 2 gets backed in the corner because Jax has invited her ex-boyfriend to come and basically hang out with the cast on camera around her new boyfriend who lives in Colorado, but they're trying for a... Don't explain it. Doesn't make sense to me.
Sure.
But once she hears about this and feels backed into a corner by Brittany, she's like, well, I heard that Michelle's a racist. I heard she's a Republican, and so she's probably homophobic and racist. This is based off of a fact that apparently one of the cast members had a conversation with this girl, Michelle, who's married to one of the worst people I've ever seen on reality television. His name is Jesse. And I'm like, is he worse than Jax? Not an easy thing to say, but this person is like so cruel, so horrible to his lovely wife. And like, he's very much like, things are different in our life now that we have a baby. And like, I don't get it. Like, we never have sex anymore, and she's always so busy and tired, and like she doesn't do things exactly the way I wanted them. And like I always told her I wanted our house to look like we didn't have a baby, and like it's never clean enough.
Oh, he did not say that.
He did.
He did not say that.
He said that in there like, should have been a therapy session, but it was a section with a life coach. You know how it is.
Sure.
But and then the therapist asked her and is like, so when was the last time you were attracted to him? And she's like, I don't want to answer that.
Oh, yes.
It's brilliant. It's a great show.
Oh, that's drama.
It's great drama.
I
But the thing
love
is,
that.
Kristen, the fact that we all know why you were fired from Vanderpump Rules means you cannot, out of nowhere, assume someone is racist and say it on camera. So then they have this final dinner at this, like, of course, someone's a real estate agent and like selling an $18 million house. So they have a dinner at the house. That's the listing at this moment. And she's like kind of trying to apologize. She's like, I fell back into a corner and I should not have said that. But then Michelle's husband, who, again, is terrible, the guy Jesse, awful, and argues back with her and basically says, weren't you just fired for being a racist? Like,
yes.
How dare you call her that? And it's like that meme of like, it's always awful when like the worst person you know makes a great point. Because that's exactly what happened. During that fight, he was even still horrible to his wife, who's not a racist. She began to fight and talk on her own, and he put his hand in her face and was like, Michelle! And like screamed in her face. And it's like, and of course they're separated. Jax and Brittany are also separated. So you're like truly watching the demise of several of these relationships. It's a complete and total mess, but it's really riveting.
It's reality television,
It's
guys.
a great mix of people who like don't really know what's going on. The new couples are like pretty interesting. Half of them are nice and normal. There's the one couple that's terrible. But they like are too new to reality TV to know the game of it. And then there's Jax and Kristen, who are just fucking monsters and messes and can mix it up. And you really think, I never think Jax has grown, but in the first 2 episodes, I was like, maybe Kristen's getting it together. She seems more grounded. Everything she's saying makes sense. Then episode 3 hits and you're like, oh no, you're as you were. The last I saw you, I recommend The Valley. It just is like, for shows that have been on so long on Bravo, people know what to do. They know what they're selling. It takes like a Scandival or a Jen Shah getting arrested for it to be really riveting. And this is just like, oh, you're all really messy and not smart enough to hide it for the TV. And it makes it a great show.
I mean, guys, reality TV is an art.
It really is.
It truly is an art.
It is.
And it needs years of practice, I guess, which Jax and Kristen have.
Unfortunately, you either get really good at it like Jax and Kristen, or you get to figure out how to like block your life away from the cameras, which is like, well, then I don't want to see it anymore. You're not really giving your truth. So this is a perfect match.
And it's so hard because it's like the whole appeal of reality TV is like you're watching like people at their absolute worst.
Yes.
And some people are just like, we shouldn't be watching this. We shouldn't be encouraging it. And it's like, Well, but like the things like watching stuff like that when I was a kid, like always like made me be like, oh well, I'm not gonna be like
Right.
that.
It's like,
you
I
know?
don't want to be like
when
that.
I was a little kid, I would watch Jerry Springer every day. It's
like you learn
and
what
I was
not to do.
Yeah, I'm learning not to do that. I'm learning that you shouldn't fight. You should talk through your problems. But you know, so I'd like those people were my teachers.
Right. And it's also the entertainment. Life is not
Yeah.
all sunshine and rainbows. Let's see the real shit, even if it's ugly.
Everyone is complex
Yes.
and like 3-dimensional. Everyone has like horrible, like ugly sides sometimes.
Yes, and they're popping out on the Valley left and
popping
right.
out on the Valley,
I
guys.
do my wish for season 2 is I hope they promote, because they have 2 friends of, one is a gay guy and one's a black lady, and it's like, okay, you can't say your show is diverse and then have the non-cis straight white people be friends of the cast. Like, you need to promote them to main cast members, but that'll hopefully happen in season 2.
All right, season 2, we can get an improvement.
And the black girl was just like, I'm bringing my girlfriend to this dinner. I'm bisexual. And I'm like, yes, yes. And she's from the Bachelor franchise. It's a good show. It's a good show. I recommend it. Matt Steele.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you want to tell the people?
I don't think so.
Okay. Well, guys, thank you so much for watching and or listening. We'll be back next week with more 2 Gay Mats, the podcast.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, the Valley, man. The fucking Valley.
That's interesting because Alicia in my Chatty Cathy's, I was telling her like, oh, what's going on in the Bravo world? And Alicia was like, oh, I watched like 2 episodes of The Valley and it's so boring.
She missed episode 3.
Okay,
Episode
I'll tell
3
you that.
is when it
It's
happens.
in the Chatty Cathy's podcast. If y'all are $10 and up patrons, we have like a special Chatty Cathy's podcast where like each of us talks to like one of our like friends who's not each other. And so I just interviewed my friend Alicia for
Yes, that's
March's
great.
Chatty Cathy's, and she was like, "The Valley sucks," and I'm like, "Okay, I'll ask Matt Palmer." I guess Alicia's wrong.
Steele should start doing Big Brother recaps as a series on the channel. I've never seen the show, and it had me riveted the whole time. Oh, that's nice, Ricardo. Maybe when we have enough patrons to have it be our only job, we'll have little spin-off podcasts, one for Bravo, one for Big Brother. Who knows?
I know, like, it's just like a great. Season 9 is just a great season of television. Like,
love that.
and like no one is like unlikable. Like everyone is like. I mean, I'm sure like Canada really like was annoyed by Beth and everything just because she's like the pretty girl who like was really feisty and she was always gaming. Like, and she would like. Like one idea, she would go approach one person with an idea with a pitch, and then she would leave it, and she would just be like, "I know that didn't work. I got to completely change my pitch.
Wow.
Go to the next person." Like she was constantly just like she was fighting till the very end.
She's working.
Love her. Love Tara. Love Victoria. Love Kiefer. Loved like everyone that season. It was a great season. Ooh, Tina, she was cool too. Yeah. It was.
Is there any way that the next U.S. Big Brother season will be as good?
If I'm on it,
They need to get you.
Who
They need to
knows?
get you on it.
well, it's not going to happen.
Why do you say that?
I don't think that. Here's the thing: everyone who auditions for Big Brother is gay. Is a gay guy. It's just the way it is. I guarantee you that like more than 80% of their video submissions or people who show up at their open casting call
Gay
are
guys.
homosexual men.
That is wild.
And they only cast one. And it's probably like someone they find on social media or something like that, or it's the son of a boxer like Derek Frazier, or something like that. And so and also like they don't want fucking actors. They look at me and they're like, "Look at that actor." I'm like, "No, I'm not successful."
Well, you don't open with actor, do you?
No.
There you go.
I try to hide it.
Yeah,
But
you're
like, then they look at me and they go, "Oh, this bitch majored in musical theater." I sit there at the audition I did. I sat next to my Carol Channing doll. They were probably like, "Oh, girl, get your BFA out too."
Have you seen Vanderpump Villa? I have not watched it yet, but I'm going to give it a go. You got to be straight next time. Good advice.
Sure, we'll try it.
Where do you watch Big Brother Canada, Matt?
It's on a website called Video Brother, and it is just Google Video Brother, and then you go to archives, and then you go to Canada. The problem with Video Brother is you need an ad blocker, because let me tell you, you try to hit play and shit pops up. Even with an ad blocker, you're getting stuff pop up.
Shit.
It's a struggle, because the thing is, like, Big Brother Canada, all the seasons used to be on Paramount Plus.
Right.
And
Why'd they take them off?
Because the world isn't fair. And so like it is a struggle. Like, you have to hit play and then X out of an ad, play X out of an ad, play X out of an ad. Usually by the 4th hit of a play, you got it going.
That's a lot of time.
And then to expand the screen, you got to hit expand, click out of an ad, expand, click out of an ad, expand. Usually it's there. Like, you got to have patience.
And you really wanted that, you know?
And I really wanted it.
Is it better on your iPad or same thing?
It's bad on iPad. Yeah, I haven't tried it on my computer.
Oh,
but
okay.
and I have the ad blocker too, and it's It's hard. It's worth it.
It's worth it.
Yeah.
Montana says you need to be the doll gay. They hired a former
be the weird doll
newsie.
gay. I know. Well, yeah. But the thing is, like, they did hire Tommy Bracco season 21. He was a Broadway performer. But the thing is, like, I think they see. First, I think he had, like, when you're a performer, like, you have connections to, like, cast. He had a following already and everything. But
You
also,
have a following.
Sure. But I also think they see Broadway performer as a different thing from actor, you know? Which is weird.
That is weird.
Because
They're
they
both
try.
actors.
Yeah, they're both actors. And you don't think Broadway people are auditioning for, like, film and television? Get out of here.
Not Video Brother sounds like a porn site. Grace.
Video Brother, it exists.
Grace, last week you got mad at us for our adult content. Not even adult, but a reference that was a little salacious. She was like, this is a family podcast, is it?
I remember the guy on Big Brother. He was so racist. He was hurling the N-word to the guy who was in the other room laying down, but he ended up getting kicked out.
Is that on US Big Brother?
Which guy are you talking about, Kevon? I don't remember a guy, like, actively screaming the N-word. Unless it was, like, on the live feeds back.
I assume.
And he got kicked out. Are you thinking of what's his name from season 4? But no.
I hate UXO. Hello. Thank you for coming. We're nearing the end, but we're
Hello.
happy you're here.
We're
and
happy
if you're
you're
in the Southern California area, click that Eventbrite link right in the chat, and you can buy tickets to our live show May 4th, less than a month away.
Yeah. Can't show up late to that one, though.
No, that one you got to be on time.
I mean, I guess you can, but we would just be like, hi.
Yeah, exactly. Like, oh, come on
Hey,
in.
come on in. Thank you
Yeah,
for
thank you
joining
for
us,
coming.
I guess. But, oh, Kyle. I don't think, did Kyle say the N-word? Kyle, season 8, Big Brother Canada.
Oh, Canada. Okay.
Did he actively say the N-word? I know they, like, kicked him out because he, like, did aggressive things, but I don't remember reading that he had said the N-word.
Yes, it was last year. Oof. I guess.
Kyle last year. Oh, we're talking Big Brother Canada 11. Spoiler alert. I haven't gotten there yet.
I haven't gotten there yet. Okay.
I do remember hearing about a Kyle that got kicked out because there was another Kyle that got kicked out of Big Brother Canada 8. And then the drama with Kyle and Big Brother 24 that was somewhat race related. A lot of people, like, the joke sort of became like Kyle's on Big Brother are never, like, a good sign. Although there was a Kyle that season 9 and he was cool.
I need you to get on Big Brother and be the next Andy.
I just watched the video, Ethan Iamali or whatever his channel's called, where he essentially, like, breaks down a bunch of Big Brother topics. He did an 1.5-hour video of how Andy Herron won Big Brother. It's an 1.5 hour. I watched the whole thing.
Look at you.
And I was just like, fuck yes. This season, the strategy of this season was out of control good.
What do we think about Camila's new single? I've only heard clips and been, like, not interested in hearing the full thing. It just sounds, I'm not, like, a hyper pop person in the first place, but it also just sounds, like, noisy.
Kevon, the US one. Who are we talking about?
Do y'all watch The Circle? No, I think you watched a few seasons.
I watched the first 2 seasons of The Circle.
And you didn't watch the one with the Spice Girls on it. I didn't. Which I think is so interesting.
I didn't. You know what? Matt Steele's always here for an off-brand moment.
Right.
Not Andy. Oh, Reagan. Reagan wasn't kicked
No,
out.
no.
Reagan.
You're going to be the next Reagan.
Oh, the next Reagan. No, I want to win. I don't want to be the next Reagan. I want to be the next winner, the Andy Herron. It's hard to tell the racist guys.
Yeah, I guess that's an overlap with Big Brother and, Vanderpump Rules. A lot of racists. A lot of racists come through those doors somehow.
It's a rough world out there.
I
guys.
know. It's just...
the thing is, like, also, like, on reality TV, like, you cast people, like, who are gonna do shit without thinking.
You do.
Like,
you do. But it's
you
like...
purposely cast those people.
You'd hope they wouldn't want to ruin their lives, though.
Like, come on, you need to tell me what season and who it was. I don't remember a guy screaming the N-word.
Guys, get the full name or we can't talk about this anymore.
Yeah, I know.
Like, no one knows. Yeah, I mean, how many people have been fired for racism on Vanderpump Rules? At least 2. Because they don't think that Jax and Brittany were technically fired for being racist, even though they, like, probably were a little bit. But that wasn't why that they got fired.
Yeah, that Reagan telling Rachel Riley off season 12 was a fucking moment. When he's like, the only thing real about you are the pimples on your chin.
Ooh!
Iconic. Iconic television.
I'm just here to say justice for glitter. Yes, Kaza.
That's good.
Yes, Maxwell's with us. It's a video that a lot of the Gaga stands thought I was being mean, but come on, glitter.
Literally last season. Oh, he didn't shout the N-word. He just sort of...
Did he really get kicked out of the...
Yeah, he did. His name was Luke.
Oh,
his name was Luke. Sorry, I thought you were talking about someone who, like, screamed it, you know.
Matt, are you seeing Mariah's new show in Vegas? I'm not, but I'm excited to see videos. And I'm excited. She's got to be fucking announcing something. There's got to be an album coming. Her pictures are so cute from her birthday. And I'm like, there's got to be music. There's got to be music. I believe it.
It could happen. We need something for the second half of the year, guys.
Even if it was, I would love a July album. Give it like a May single July album.
Okay. Yeah, Luke. Remember Luke? Luke reminded me of a good friend of mine. Like just in like how he talked and like his demeanor and everything. And then when that happened, he didn't call it to someone. He said, "Oh yeah, something, something, something." And like,
was he talking to a black person or no?
Yeah. He was like, "Oh yeah, he was in the other room." And like,
oh mess.
Yeah.
Well, bye. See ya off the show.
Yeah,
buddy.
it was. Yeah. It was bad.
I'm excited to hear the deep cuts from the Mimi album. It's true. Like, what if we get like a live, some live vocals on Circles or something? Fake lamb, Grace. I am not a fake lamb.
Lambs are out. The fake lambs are here. To my left.
I just saw her at Christmas time. I saw her less than 6 months ago.
I'm glad you enjoyed your first time listening to Demita Joe.
Yes.
That's justice for Demita Joe in that flop album bracket.
Demita Joe is good. Very good album. It's no glitter, but it's a good album.
I liked it better than glitter.
Well, you were wrong.
I'm so sorry. I guess I'm the Janet fan.
No, you are not.
I guess I know how to appreciate Janet Jackson.
No, I mean, look, Demita Joe is great. But it's
one of her best songs on it.
I mean, Just a Little While is excellent. Yeah. Just a Little While is excellent. And the thing is, the songs you loved are great. There's just a bit in like the middle.
It's a little long.
Yes, I feel like the whole island section.
I like that one island song.
There are so many island songs between My Baby and Island Life. I'm like, this all could be one song. And one that I'm like, spending time with you is okay, but a lot of it isn't great. But All Night Don't Stop. Fucking Like You Don't Love Me, Thinking About My Ex. I also think the sex songs are a little not as good. Like Warmth and Moist are fine.
Okay.
But compared to like Would You Mind?
Sure.
Like that's, woo!
Okay.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. It's a good album, but it's not Lead the Way. It's not fucking Didn't Mean to Turn You On. It's not All My Life.
I prefer Just a Little While.
I'm sorry, but I can't really do another Mariah Christmas. I need new material. I think there's going to be new material, but we're going to be living through Mariah Christmases for the rest of time, so buckle up, babe.
Buckle up. She will not be releasing during Christmas.
Matt P is a fake lamb and Matt S doesn't like Ya Ya. How am I a fake lamb? Because I'm not going to see her in Vegas.
And how do I not like Ya Ya?
You don't like it enough.
Okay.
But I saw Mariah twice last year. How many times did y'all see Mariah Carey in concert last year? Fewer times than me.
Maybe you just love concerts and not so much love Mariah.
You know that's not true. Concerts I saw last year were all people I loved. It was all Kelly. If Mariah ever does All My Life, I will fall the fuck out. Absolutely, I would.
I left and came back. Are we talking about glitter?
We always are. Lead the way,
sure
baby.
Are. We sure are, because some people are bitter about loss.
And some people are wrong about glitter. Some people are wrong about glitter.
Listen, the rock, paper, scissors hands don't lie.
God.
All right.
I've got to look through every time we've done that and like figure out if you have a pattern that I can.
My intuition is just like, I know how you're going to think. I know how you're going to think. And that's why I should be on Big Brother. And I just did, my audition video was just like, I play rock, paper, scissors
on the internet.
My friend on the internet. And I win all the damn time because I'm just so intuitive and I know how people think.
I don't know if you win all the time.
I know all their moves before they're going to make them.
Still needs to love Ya Ya. Also unpopular opinion, but Shake It Off is her best song. Mariah's, very unpopular, Matt. Not like Shake It Off's a good song. Very fun. Big hit.
You said it's green.
It's very green to me. Very green.
To me, it's mauve. To me, Shake It Off is mauve.
Lead the Way is vocally incomparable. Absolutely.
Could she get in trouble for singing I Feel It since it wasn't cleared? I'd love that.
I don't think she could get in trouble for it because she's just performing it live. If she put it on an album uncleared, it would be a problem. Her best is Wild. No. Mariah's best songs are like Outside and Butterfly.
Listen. This is a channel for gay Matts to express, okay?
And a lot of opinions.
Matt Bell, I don't know if you're gay, but like,
yes,
Matts are allowed to express.
I appreciate all opinions, but that's like saying, I don't know, the Spice Girls' best song is like, what's the Shake It Off equivalent in the Spice, like Holler?
Oh.
Shake It Off's better than Holler, but like, it's a song that's like good.
Okay. I don't know.
Matt B, name 3 Mariah songs to prove you're a real lamb. Shut up.
Matt Steele, the reality show psychic. I could do it. Yaya is definitely a Sasha record.
Breakdown is right there. I don't know if I would call Breakdown an up-tempo, but it is a great song. And better than Shake It Off.
Stay the Night in Circles. I mean, Stay the Night's excellent.
Stay the Night.
Stay the Night's fucking
I think that might have risen to being my favorite song on Emancipation.
Fair.
It's so, and I hate that Kanye produced it. Even though they weren't even in the studio together. I think she just got a Kanye beat.
Steele should perform Yaya at the live show. All right.
That would be hard.
I'm going to teach Beyonce how to do it.
Okay.
This is how you need to do it. And you're a concert, Beyonce.
Michael Smith, I will say the song we are singing at the live show was a thing that you said. OMG, I really do think Holler is their best. That's funny. This is what I'm saying. Michael Smith, the song we're singing is a song that you suggested we sing.
Okay. And it's also written by the same person who wrote the original song we were going to sing.
Oh, okay. Well, that's not really much of a hint for people.
No, but
Matt Bell, I feel attacked. Don't feel attacked.
listen, Matt Bell, this is a safe space.
Yes, and it's a safe space to be told that you were wrong. But that's okay. Is To the Floor your favorite song too? If It's Over gives me goosebumps every single time. That live performance, every live performance of If It's Over is excellent, but especially the SNL one.
Breakdown is timeless. Gorgeous music video. Cabaret inspired. Bob Fosse's Cabaret. Oh, I just got Travis to start watching Fosse Verdon this week because he had never seen it.
He was watching it when I came over this past week.
And Travis was just like, why have I waited this long to watch this? And I'm just like, I don't know, girl.
I'm so glad you're there.
I don't know, girl.
Like him or hate him, Kanye did produce some great songs in the 2000s. Absolutely. Grace, again, we just need to pretend Kanye died in 2011. Hilarious. Yes, Randy playing bass in the back. I actually discovered Angels Cry recently and really loved it. I like Angels Cry too.
Angels Cry.
And I like the Neo duet version.
Yeah,
that version's cute.
It's a nice song.
Big hit in Japan.
All right, Japan.
The more you know. You know, it was a giant. You know, one of her biggest hits in Brazil. I Want to Know What Love Is. Like #1 for like 22 weeks or some shit. I think it was like the theme song of a Brazilian soap opera that was very popular or something.
Okay, fair.
But
Fair.
it's okay.
Are y'all going to be giving twins? Don't know. Am I the only one that thinks JD sounds like Nelly on Get Your Number?
Yes. No, you're not the only one. Sorry. Yes, as in I agree. And it's so annoying to me because like Nelly's on the album. Why not have Nelly do the hook of Get Your Number instead of having JD doing a Nelly impression? And we could have just cut to the floor.
Mine should have been released as a single and not a damn promotion. Mariah.
Mine again? Absolutely.
Mine again. Sorry.
No, that one, yeah.
I like Mine Again.
No, we don't support Neo. No, didn't Neo say something transphobic maybe? He did something that was a mess, but I forgot what it was. Brazilians are the best fans. Hey,
Brazilians truly are.
Hey.
Like Brazilians, they
want you
go
to come
hard
to
for their
Brazil.
people.
They want
They
you to
go
come to Brazil.
hard for their people. And
Yes.
I say good for all of y'all.
Good for them, absolutely.
I feel like once you've made it in Brazil, you've made it.
Absolutely. Once someone requested that we went to Brazil, I was like, God.
Fuck that song,
We're
New
doing
York,
great.
New York. If I can make it in Brazil, I can make it anywhere.
To the Floor should not have made the album. I don't hate the To the Floor like some people do, but I do think if the choice was get Nelly on To the Floor or get Nelly on Get Your Number, get Nelly on Get Your Number. To the Floor is not super needed. I honestly don't think, and maybe this is unpopular as well, just to get all my unpopular opinions out. I don't think Say Something's great either. I don't think Mariah and the Neptunes have a great chemistry as much as I like Pharrell. I think he's a little off kilter for Mariah's melodic style. And also I felt the same about will.i.am produced Heat. That song is bad.
And there you have it, guys.
Those are my opinions.
Those are the opinions.
Yes.
Well, we're all giving opinions today.
I know. That's
what we
it's
do
about.
here at Two Gay Mats.
Yes.
Just gays with opinions.
Yes, that's us.
But not everyone's gay, but you know.
Not everyone's gay. We are.
Not everyone's gay.
We both are.
We both are.
Spoiler.
I'm quite gay. Actually, Mariah's best is On the Floor featuring Pitbull.
I assume this is a J-Lo joke.
Get Your Number is a chop.
No, Jeff, you're a chop.
Come on.
I'm glad you like Heat, Montrez.
I like Kelly Clarkson's Heat.
Oh.
I truly can't think of what Mariah's Heat sounds
It
like.
was a bonus track on Equals MC Squared.
I don't listen to bonus tracks.
He doesn't do
Get
bonus
out of here.
tracks.
Although I do know Don't Forget About Us.
Yes, but that was a re-release #1 single. I don't know if I would call it a bonus track. I like Get Your Number better than Say Something. Yes, Montrez. I do too. Pharrell was just fronting. I've been described as gay adjacent. You know what? I take it.
Great.
I think that's a compliment.
I love it. It's good. There are worse things to be adjacent to.
Absolutely.
I want her and Nikki to make up for
About My Face. About My Face. Oh my God. Why are we just describing another short idea? That opinion is gay. J-Lo was the original. I don't know how J-Lo was the original JoJo Siwa.
Just roll with it. I'm sure some academic could come up with a reason.
Could. J-Lo didn't get famous until she was like 29.
There are similarities between everyone. There's always common ground to be found.
That's true.
You know?
I'm sure there's some sort of connective tissue, but I don't think she was the original JoJo Siwa.
Listen, kids, don't mute each other.
How
do you define quite gay? As when you're gay and quite about it.
Yes.
Yeah. When you guys are reacting to Brazilian music,
if someone requested,
we reacted to like 5 hits that were big in Latin America as a patron request. That's on our Patreon.
It is.
I think Valentine requested it.
I feel bad for J-Lo too. I think she's getting a lot of negative press just about nothing, kind of. Like, not to say that she has not done problematic shit, but it just seems like
people like
weird.
There's no reason to pile on to her.
Yeah, weird.
Now.
Right? What did she do right now that we're mad about? Yeah. The Emancipation of Mimi Platinum Edition. It's a big album. Big album. I do think it's funny that she's celebrating the Emancipation of Mimi on its 19th anniversary instead of its 20th. I was like, okay.
Maybe because she has 19 number ones.
Guess.
Maybe 19 is going to be Taylor's 13 and everything's going to be 19 from here on out.
Well, no, because Mariah could always get another number 1.
I know, but until that happens, it's going to be 19. But when that happens, it's going to be 2020.
I think Andy A was trying to say Heat is a bop, but he said Heat is a boo, and I agree.
Heat is a boo.
Boo. J-Lo is the new Ursula in music genre. I mean, I guess as far as stealing voices goes. All right, guys. Have we done Mariah Unplugged reactions? I don't know that we have, but she was great on that Unplugged. And it was a big deal for her if you read her book.
Yeah. Ever since the Hop episode on South Park, a lot of people stopped liking her, but I feel like I could be wrong. Maybe she's planning something for Daydream next
That would be
year.
great.
That'd be great.
Jeff. Who said they were going to mute Jeff? Maxwell, I think. He should get on it. Okay, I think we're good.
We're good.
Guys, we love you. We've been online for 2.5 hours.
We love you.
You guys have a great...
You are all great. You have a great night.
Thank you for being here.
Week. Don't forget, if you want to come see our live show, May 4th, Eventbrite link. Or if you know anyone in the LA area, tell them about it.
Tell them to come. It'll be so much fun. We love you all.
Yeah. Bye.
Have a great evening.
Have a great evening.
Bye.
Bye.